Hello, Akari. How are things going with you? Be careful what you're eating around now. Just don't hit anyone. We can't have that happening. I'm just getting a few last things into position here. And we'll be getting started in just a bit. No, me? Right back at you, man. Or actually, I don't know. Are you? Well, I don't know. You don't have to tell me that. I don't want to dig into people's private information. Consider the gender-neutral man that I'm referring to as. But anyway, I was just trying to figure out what to play tonight, and I wasn't sure. I was just going to do a little short stream, because I might have to wake up early tomorrow. The Uno reverse card? Of course. So it might just be, a little bit on the shorter side of streams. So I decided to stick with Full Up because I didn't know if the part in Dishonored we were doing, it might take up a certain amount of time for us to actually finish that. Okay, you're a girl? Alright, gotcha. Yeah, I know some people also don't like sharing online specifics like that, so I didn't mean to also pry into that sort of thing. Just in case. So let's see. Oh, let me switch the screen over. I almost always forget to do that when I'm doing this sort of thing. I guess eventually I'll get into the habit. Oh. That's right. So I have some things to talk about when I get into the game itself. It's going to be kind of funny. So first of all, I am not in the same place I was when I left the last stream off. For those of you who are watching last time, we had gone to the tower, Tenpenny's Tower, and we kind of had a little bit of a game crash at the time, so I had to actually just leave things off really quick for a moment there. But what I decided to do between episodes, or streams I should say, is I kind of went back and forth to deposit my items back inside my Megaton house, since at least I know this stuff is going to be safe here and it won't disappear. And I'm going to travel back to Tenpenny's Tower where we left off. But first, I want to show something else that kind of happened. So, some of you might know I was storing items. One, I was storing them in Fairfax Ruins, which it turns out the people there respawn, so I kind of had to kill them a second and third time even. I was also storing them in the Outcast Outpost. And at the Outpost, for those of you who watched last stream, there was a sort of a confrontation that took place where a bunch of them got into a fight with one another, and I had to reload a few times to make sure we didn't mess things up too badly. How am I? Should probably grab a little bit of sleep while we're here before heading out, now that I'm looking at our stats. Because we can suffer from sleep deprivation, kind of like you can in real life if you're not careful. I'm not sure how long we have to sleep for. We might only get away with 4 hours or so. Okay, the sleep number's down to 2, so we should be good. Let me just grab a little drink from the faucet. Even though it's slightly radiated, we should be okay. So the place where we had the outcasts, there was a bit of a fight. We ended up surviving and helping the 2 outcasts that were non-hostile survive. But, and now this is why I have to go back, because you're never going to believe me about this. Well, you might not believe me anyway, because this sounds very, very suspicious. But I went back to the Outcast hideout to get all the items that we had there. And upon going... Oh! I thought the guy was going to start fighting someone, but that's good. He's not actually fighting anyone. But upon revisiting the Outcasts, I kind of noticed that one of the people that we had saved last time, he seemed to be dead. And he totally wasn't dead last time. Now I swear, I did not go back and kill him. I know it may seem like I may have done something like that because he was kind of being a bit rude to me on the last stream, but I swear, I did not kill the bastard. I just found him dead. So I did loot him after the fact, because I obviously wasn't going to let the armor go to waste. Let's see if I can find his body. They may have disappeared by now, actually. That's the one that disintegrated. Yeah, it was this guy, the Protector McGraw. Now, I'm fairly certain, I could probably double check that by actually watching the old episode back, But I thought this guy had survived the fight. In fact, I'm pretty sure of it because he said something about how, oh, we wouldn't have made it out without you. And I think he was a little bit down on health, like he wasn't... Oh, sorry, yeah, I guess that's bad taste. She's still alive, by the way. She made it. She still doesn't like me all the way, and yeah, I did take all the loot from here, and pretty much towed it back to my house. So, we don't have to worry about coming back here anymore, which is probably a good thing. She can repair her weapons, but I don't know how often we'll do that. So I swear I didn't kill this guy. Believe it or not, he was just like this when I found him. Huddled in that corner. He had the power armor on. He wasn't like this. I did swipe it from him. But otherwise, he was just like that. So now that I've shown that off, I could go back and start doing what we were doing last time. Which is going all the way back to the tower. I'll just fast travel, though. Usually in these games, I don't fast travel too much. It's just when I'm going back and forth between places like this to transport loot or do something like that that I will fast travel just to save time. But generally, when exploring around, yes, I will just go from place to place in the overworld. That way we can explore and find anything new. I swear it. Like I said, believe it or not, he just randomly was dead when I found him. Seems like the people here... Oh, there's another thing I'm gonna do, which... I'm not sure how you people feel about this. But you may notice that when we're like this in our power armor here, we have a visor, and so we only see a little bit. Like the top and the bottom are kind of blocked off. There's a way to disable that, and since we pretty much are gonna be wearing the power armor for most of the time here, I'm gonna actually disable the visor. Because it does take up kind of a... I think I have to unequip it first. Hold on. I don't want to screw this up accidentally. Whoop, not the armor. The helmet. There we go. And then I have to disable that feature. I tested this out beforehand, but it didn't stick, I guess. Now let me see if I re-equip it. Yeah, there we go. Now the visor look is very stylish, but I feel like it's kind of better for people watching if they don't have, say, about 20-25% of the screen blocked off when I'm playing it. But I will respond to feedback either way. I did know something else. So, back at my house, I had these skill books, and I want to take them because they increase our skills. So, there, sneak goes up by 2, melee's up by 2, and then another 2. I think I have a few more of these. Unarmed. I think we have one for trading. Yeah. So I just want to take those real quick because we've had them for a while now. These guys are just kind of practicing. I think they're back there shooting. Ooh. This is probably something I can mess around with later. I'm not going to do this right now. I think I'm going to have to put a certain amount of points in a skill to actually use that successfully. And I should re-equip our... Oh, I don't know if I showed off all the weapons I got. I forgot that I had a lot to show off in this episode. So I've gotten the weapons that were inside that vault. Or not the vault, the outpost. And I got quite a few of them. So now we have alloy style weapons. Or alloy steel. I don't know why I said style. So I'm just going to equip these real quick. They didn't have a hunting rifle, but I guess it makes sense. There, let's just set up that real quick. I'm not going to use a laser pistol too much, but just in case we need it. Alright, now let's go back inside. After all that. Huh, that was a weird sound. I think it was someone outside driving. Hopefully you guys didn't hear that. So, this is the Tenpenny Tower, which, in a wasteland that has gone to hell, this place still looks pretty nice, and you can probably hear the casual elevator music playing in the background. How are things going with you? So what's it like living here, Tenpenny Tower?
Is always on time with the money.
Is he?
And we get fairly comfortable digs with side benefits.
Wait, he's got... I didn't know he was a trader.
I guess we could do a little trading. Here's what I got.
Huh. Whoa. This guy's a ton of ammo. I didn't know that. What? Oh my god. This dude has a ton of ammo. I know I said that before, but what? Ammo boxes? Jesus, dude. He is loaded for bear. Okay. Now, this kind of makes things awkward. There's a certain mission you could do at this tower, but I think if we do it, we're not going to have him around as a trader anymore, and to be honest, I think he's currently the best arms dealer in the game that we found. So maybe I don't want to do that after all, actually, now I'm thinking about this. Well, we'll see. We'll let the story develop as we play it. Alright, I'm not going to buy anything just yet, but I need to make that as a mental note for later that if you need to buy ammo, this guy has it. Can you tell us about Alistair Tenpenny?
He owns this building. We get our caps from him. And don't you forget it.
Now, I know we convinced him that we had a meeting with Tenpenny. The thing is, I don't know if there actually is anything we could do with Tenpenny right now. We can go and see, though.
I still got my eye on you.
I'm not going to ask about the other thing yet. It's funny that they just let us walk around in our armor, though.
I am Comrade Chang, beloved leader of the people, shining servant of the community. How can I help you?
Oh yeah, there's some weird sir with this guy. Like he thinks he's working for the Chinese or something? I don't know. I forget it. Maybe we'll experience it as we play this episode.
Thanks, comrade. I'm sure you'll agree that people are only as strong as their leader. That's why I do my best to serve the community to the fullest. Speaking of service to the community, I don't suppose you are familiar with ghouls, are you? More importantly, how to kill them? I formed a committee to investigate the problem.
Well, I think we may have run into a few of those ghouls over the course of this game. Right? Didn't we find some in the sewers when we were exploring? I think we did. Well, not the sewers, but the subway stations. It'll take more than a committee to deal with that problem. I think I can help. Committees won't help. You need to simply ignore them or exterminate them. Don't worry about those ghouls, comrade. You need to relax. Oh, you think about Tokyo Ghoul? I've heard of that game before. What's it about? Well, other than Tokyo and ghouls. Which is in the title. I guess we could lend our aid.
That's wonderful, comrade. Truly wonderful. Before you go ghoul hunting, talk to Gustavo. He might be able to help you. Well,
what's it like living here?
Things are great. The best of the best have made a community here. Well,
If you
there
say
is
so.
that problem with the ghouls, but I think it'll be solved soon enough.
Alright, well, he's already talked about it.
Bye.
Oh, a pool table. Yeah, it'd be funny if...
Chang, take a load off. Enjoy a glass of wine.
Is he flirting with her?
You're so high-strung, woman.
We just found the husband.
It's going to make my husband less stupid.
Oh.
But it'll certainly help me forget about him, won't it?
That's the spirit.
Well, that's suspicious.
I'm Michael Hawthorne. Who are you? And more importantly, should I care?
Well, no one said I wanted you to care. I'm your worst nightmare. We could sound so edgy. Well, I mean, that's also pretty edgy, just saying nothing like a weirdo. I'm nobody in particular, but I'm sure you'll soon come to like me. That sounds, like we're trying to suck up to him too much. There's like no good options in this dialogue.
Oh, fine. We'll have to share a drink sometime. I'm always in the Federalist Lounge. There's certainly plenty to drink about. Take those ghouls, for example.
I think the dialogue starts to get a little bit
Don't suppose
better
you know
once we get to
anything about
Vegas.
dealing with their kind, do you?
Let's just say I never met a ghoul I like. That's not true. I know enough about ghouls not to hate them. Yeah, only the feral ones. I'm assuming we're referring to the normal ghouls, I guess. It's not really clear.
Oh, I see. Well, I've never met one, so I wouldn't know. I just always thought... I guess I really don't know what I thought. We haven't discussed this already? Apparently, there's a pack of zombies living in the tunnels. Gustavo says he has it under control. On the bright side,
the stream keeps reloading
it's
for you?
given me another reason to hit the drink.
Let me see. Just gotta make sure it's not saying there's any problem on my end. Yeah, it's not showing any problems. I'm not sure if you can go to your quality options. You could probably try to lower the resolution a bit, if maybe it's your internet that's having issues. So it looks like it's working fine on my end for now. I tend to stream it at a very high resolution, so if your internet doesn't work the best, it's usually best to drop it on your end, just in case. I guess we could offer to help this. I think they're all just going to say the same thing. Let's just check.
Yeah?
Yeah. So they're all going to tell us to talk to Gustavo. What's it like living here?
It's a great place to live. If you don't mind ghouls breathing down your neck.
All right, let's go. Cheers. So she definitely doesn't like her husband.
My name is Tiffany Ching. My miserable excuse for a husband is Comrade Irving Ching. And you can tell him I said so.
Oh, all right. You put up with a lot from your husband, then.
Do you know he tried forming a committee to discuss the ghoul situation? A committee! He made
Well, yeah,
himself
and he also
chairman,
tried to
of
invite
course.
me onto it.
What we need is somebody to do something.
Okay.
Not just talk about it. Don't suppose you know anything about ghouls, do you?
Well, a little bit. That's true. He probably wouldn't have much trouble taking them on. I don't ever want to see one again. Stop worrying about those ghouls. Yeah, we'll say a couple different things here. We could take them off if we wanted to.
That's terrific. A real man of action. That's just what we need.
Now, whether we do so or not, that's another matter altogether, lady. Don't get too excited. Yeah, they're gonna tell us to talk to Gustavo, so let's just get our opinion on this place.
Safe here. Well, mostly safe. They say those ghouls won't get in, but I don't know.
Freaking out.
Take care.
Yeah, the thing about the ghouls, which is kind of interesting, is these people are obviously being portrayed as, you know, these snobby, elitist / racist kind of things. But on one hand, their fears aren't totally unjustified because the ghouls can be feral and bloodthirsty killers. And there's also normal ones too. And I should say also of the ones that aren't feral, some of them also aren't necessarily going to be good or peaceful. Which, a little foreshadowing, I guess.
Welcome to the Federalist Lounge. I'm Shakes. Wet your whistle?
Is it for free or are you going to charge us?
I see, sir. Very well. May I pour you a drink?
Sure, I guess I'd go for a drink.
I have an excellent selection
He's going to
of
charge us, I bet.
thirst quenchers.
Yeah, I was just going to see if we could get a free water from this, but it's just selling alcohol. Alright, no thanks. What do you think about Alistair Tenpenny?
He is the right Lord and Master of Tenpenny Tower.
Nice emphasis.
Or at least that's what my files say.
Alright, let's go.
Cheers.
Alright, so generally if we're speaking to all these people, they're going to say pretty much the same thing. Now there's little stores we can go and buy stuff from. Actually, let's see if he does have anything.
Welcome to New Urban
Some of the stores
Apparel.
have things
I carry the finest in pre-war
that'll actually
clothes.
buff up your
Hurry
stats a
up,
little
let's
bit.
get you out of those old rags and into something
Old
fabulous.
rags. You see what I'm wearing? Not exactly a rag.
Fine. Keep wearing that trashy outfit. I don't
Are
care.
you kidding me right
You
now?
probably couldn't afford to upgrade your look anyway. I could have made you fabulous.
Sure, if you say so. What do you have?
I only carry the finest garments.
Yeah. Specifically, I mean. Combat armor is super expensive, but I don't know, 15 DT. What do we have? I mean, we do have like some of the most overpowered armor in the game right now. Yeah, we have a much higher, what's that stand for, I wonder, DT? Damage threshold? Something like that. Yeah, we don't need to buy that, especially how expensive it is. Yeah, otherwise this stuff isn't actually that great compared to what he's saying. Oh, the sexy sleepwear, of course, yes. Nah, no thank you. We don't really need any of this. Alright, they're all just gonna say little things about the place. I'm not gonna talk to every single one of them. I think you guys kinda got the gist of it by now.
How are things?
It'd be better if I could get my hands on some caviar, but what can you do?
Very funny. I'm trying to think of where to go here. There's a couple different floors I think you could explore. I think this is the way I want to go first. Right. Yeah, we got some apartments over here. Anyone we could talk to?
Good. We are safe from the wasteland in here.
I guess so. You guys don't mind if I look around? Ooh. I'll take that. And I'll use it too. Yeah, we're not above a little petty theft every now and then, especially if it's to increase our stats like that. A love letter? Whoa. You didn't see that. Hello.
Charm, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Edgar Wellington II at your service? Hold on, who let you in here?
Uh-oh. I kind of just let myself in. I hope he doesn't mind too much. I was letting at the front gate.
Very well. As long as security is aware of your presence. Can't be too careful these days. What with these ghouls and all. Gustavo says he has the situation well in order, but I wonder if he's really trying. Don't suppose you ran into any ghouls on your way in here?
Maybe she has a vision problem. Let's not make fun of her too much. I ate ghouls for breakfast. Ooh. Seen lots of ghouls, hated every last one of them. That's not exactly true. I don't consider ghouls to be a problem, if that's what you're asking. Well, it's not a problem for us.
Then you obviously don't know anything about ghouls.
Sounds more like a you problem than a me problem.
It's the place to live, the only place one finds any modicum of civilization and breeding.
Oh, is it now?
Of course those ghouls are trying to move in here. Can you fancy that?
Of course.
Disgusting zombies living in a place like this? Really now?
Ah, ridiculous. Alright. Well, you have fun now.
Nice chit-chatting with you.
Oh, yeah, same. So what is this lady doing?
Well, well, what have we here? Allow me to introduce myself.
Oh.
I'm Susan Lancaster. Perhaps we can become better acquainted in the near future.
What? Yeah, sure. I like meeting new people.
Me too. Especially rich, fine young men. Listen,
What about
you look like
rich
you can
men
handle
in
yourself.
power armor?
You survived out there in the wasteland getting here after all. You ever have to deal with ghouls?
Yeah, a few times. She's walking to the door, yeah.
You're exactly the kind of man we need around here. Chief Gustavo and his
That's gonna
pack of
happen an
goons
awful lot
aren't
in this
doing
game,
their
just so
job.
you know, fair
Those
warning.
ghouls keep coming back. Somebody's bound to get hurt
The
sooner
AI
or
is
later.
always a little buggy in these Bethesda games, whether it's Skyrim or one of the Fallout games. Yeah, we already know about the ghouls.
Beats living out there in the wasteland, trust me. See, I'm not like these other puffed up fogies. I earned my way into privilege. I worked to get here.
If she's who I'm remembering her being, then that's, yeah, she's got a bit of a story behind her.
Later then.
Oh, they locked me in here. Uh-oh. Whoa. What's he doing? I thought he was about to get into bed with her, and I'm like, well, this is awkward. Just gonna go into bed with me waiting here.
Hey,
Hey. I don't think that's what beds are for. Well, nothing else I could take here. Yeah, by the way, just remind everyone how I'm dressed. And the guy that made fun of me for being wearing rags, or whatever he said. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Oh yeah, if I drink from here, it's actually only going to give me 2 rads. The water here is much safer than in a lot of other places in the game. Wow, that is creepy. He's just watching her as she sleeps. Oh, hold on a second. Didn't we find... I forget where they show up. Oh, here we go. Love letter. My dear Susan, I can't believe I'm writing this, but I can't help it any longer. I can't stop thinking about you. Even when I'm with Millicent, all I see is your face. God, can a man be in love with 2 women at the same time? Oh boy. How can something so wrong feel so right? There must be some way to make this work, to make this right. I can't wait to see you, but I don't want it to be like before. It's different now because I finally told you. I love you. This is real. This is so real I can't take it anymore. I need you right now. Yours truly and forever, EW. Oh boy, is that him? He's so obsessed with her, he's gonna watch her as she sleeps at night. That is not creepy at all. Oh boy. Someone has a little bit of an alcohol problem, looks like. Who lives here? I can't read these. I'm gonna close the door so no one sees me if I'm doing anything wrong. Oh. Nothing much in this little apartment. Just a few things which are unnecessary to take. Yeah, I'm not gonna rob absolutely everything in this game. We kind of got a fair bit of money stashed up, and I still have a lot of stuff to sell back in Megaton, so I'm not gonna collect absolutely everything anymore. At least for now, maybe later. Especially if it's something worth it. What's there? Cardinals? That's weird.
Thanks so much for asking.
Is this the guy from before? No, it's an unknown. These are just random nobodies. We don't need to talk to them. No one in here? It's weird. I thought you could go inside these drawers, but I guess not. Just a ruined book. It's funny how many books are ruined in this game. I don't know why they'd keep them around. Oh, a baseball bat. Oh, you know what? I was gonna steal it so we could repair our baseball bat, but the thing is, we don't even use the baseball bat anymore because now we have this.
And how are you this fine day?
Yeah, who needs a baseball bat when you have a sword?
So much for asking.
Let's put that away so we don't... Ooh, hold on. Here's something we can go in. Just a little bit more. There we go. I will take this. Thank you very much. Whoever's room this is. I'm sure they don't need it.
Good to see you.
Good to see you guys too. Oh, someone has a mailbox inside here. That's a little bit weird. Is there an actual postman who comes by?
I'm on duty, can't talk. Direct your security concerns to Chief Gustavo directly.
What is that there? Oh, it's some kind of a toy. That's weird. It's like a child's play toy that they have over their crib. Oh, Herbert.
Herbert Dashwood. Damn glad to meet you. Call me Daring. Everyone else does.
Daring? Bet you had to earn that nickname, huh?
Maybe you've heard the GNR radio play? The Adventures of Herbert Daring Dashwood?
Yeah, not
That's
yet.
about me, you
We
know.
haven't exactly gotten around to
Based
fixing
on
that
my,
yet. The radio station doesn't
earlier
work.
days. I even had a ghoul manservant. Let me ask you, You ever met a ghoul before?
Yeah, doesn't everyone have a ghoul manservant? I know lots of ghouls. I killed my share too. Only one thing I like less than ghouls, old geezer trying to give me orders. I've met some ghouls who are just people trying to get by. Yeah, some of them are just people trying to get by.
Ah, you've already learned some wisdom in your youth. Congratulations.
Like good old Gob back at Megaton. What about GNR?
Haven't you ever heard the radio play? The Adventures
It's
of
kinda
Herbert,
broken.
Daring Dashwood? That guy at the radio station put it together a few years ago. He did it in the style of those shows they had before the war. Came out pretty well. And it's all true. Rockopolis, Miss Chase, all of it. Of course, they do portray me as a
Really,
bit of
all
a
of it?
chump. Argyle may have saved my hide more than once, but I had my moments. Ah, those were the days.
Well, in that case... Yeah, I guess you could tell us a little bit more about Argyle, if you can.
Argyle was my manservant. Ah, but that's really
I'm pretty sure
just
there's
a
stuff you could actually
fancy
do with
word
this.
for the guy who saves my sorry skin on a regular occasion. He was a ghoul, you see. Been around since before the war. We met when I stole his girlfriend back in '41. We'd been best friends ever since. We got separated a long time ago and never reunited. If you find Argyle out there somewhere, you be sure and tell me, okay?
Ah, interesting. Akari in chat's just explaining a little bit about that Tokyo Ghouls thing. And apparently in Tokyo Ghouls, the ghouls are just normal humans, except that they eat humans. That doesn't actually sound too good. But, like, they're not bad because human food tastes bad to them. So they're kind of like cannibals, but they can't actually eat other types of food? That's a little strange. What a way to make best friends, yeah. I bet you know a thing or two about these ghouls. As in the ones that were supposed to be in the metro station or whatever it is?
Some ghouls moved into the nearby metro tunnel. There's a bunch of the so-called feral ghouls in there, but a handful seem the sociable type. I've tried explaining to my fellow tenants that not all ghouls are monsters, but they don't seem to care. The intelligent ones should stay away from our trigger-happy protectors. If there are enough feral ones, though, they could overwhelm security.
Yeah, I guess we could take care of it if you want.
Aha! An adventurous soul like myself. If I wasn't retired, I might come with you myself.
That'd certainly be something.
Well, until recently, the only danger you ever faced in this fine establishment was bumping into all the bloated egos floating around. But now there's a group of
There already been a
ghouls
few of them.
nearby. I've tried explaining that they don't all want to eat you, though some do, of course. Problem is, it's hard to tell which is which. Chief Gustavo
Yeah, this
has
guy's pretty much got the
initiated a
most grounded
shoot
take
first
on it
and ask later policy.
out of everyone.
If they're smart, they'll stay away.
He seems to have a bit of experience
Go
with
get 'em.
traveling around before and seeing all these different creatures in the wasteland and different people and mutations. I could steal from him, but that feels like it'd be a bit wrong. What's this, Yaz? Leaf blower? What the hell? I'm not sure why I'd need that. Oh, it's funny, so you can kind of hear the radio crackling, because the station doesn't work because it's broken. There's a point later in the game where you fix it. Oh, an audio tape. What's this for?
The android's decided on extreme measures. He knows all the techniques of the retrieval trade and is afraid facial reconstruction isn't enough. He wants his memories erased and replaced with new ones. I don't know how that's gonna work. Start asking around for trustworthy tech heads. We need to find something called a circuit neuralizer and a person who knows how to use one. Also,
Baseball
we have a
memorabilia.
lipoplasticator and microdermal graftalizer. Now we need to find a doctor able and willing to perform the facial reconstruction. We need to hurry. They've come very close to discovering the railroad.
Oh yeah, you know what's really funny about that? Well, first of all, so that's something else that goes along with that random android little side quest I've been hearing about in a few places. But one thing I never realized when I was playing this game, and, well, I mean, obviously I wouldn't know it when I was first playing this game, but then later on, when I was playing Fallout 4, I never realized that there were so many references to what was going on in this game and that game. Because when you're playing Fallout 4, it's all about these types of androids that you meet. And there's this, faction called the Underground, or not the Underground, the Railroad or whatever. And I never remembered when I played Fallout 4 that apparently there were references that in this game as well. So it's funny playing this again after so long and now realizing all that was actually included. I thought this guy would have something else. It's probably in his safe. I think he has some rare weapons, but I could be wrong. Uh-oh. Oops. Sorry, dude. I know I said I wouldn't steal from him, but, we'll see. What's on his computer? Hello, daring. May the twilight of your life be filled with the same wonder and adventure as your youth. I think these people might actually come into play later in the game, so let's read about them. King Crag. Good old Craggy, king of Rockopolis. He offered Argyle and me shelter back in the summer of '48. Unfortunately, there was a little incident with his daughter, and we were exiled. I wonder what that could have been. We sought shelter again a couple of years later, but Craggy didn't take too kindly to us, luring the slavers into his hidden underground city. That was the last time I ever saw Argyle, right after he saved my hide for the 100th time. Miss Penelope Chase. Two-timing bitch. She got what she deserved. Wow. That doesn't sound good. My dearest Destiny. Harlot par excellence, and the proprietor of the Blue Destiny brothel. One of the loveliest women I've ever had the pleasure to pleasure. Sadly, she died from cholera in the summer of '49, an event that closed down the brothel forever. Ew. Argyle, the best manservant a guy could ever ask for. Tough, loyal, and a hell of a good friend. Even if he did smell like a bag of rotten meat. But what's a ghoul gonna do? The last time I saw Argyle was in Rockopolis, decades ago. I know he's still out there somewhere. Yeah, and that's the thing about the ghoul, that it kind of makes sense why people would be hesitant to be around them. They're kind of literally decaying corpses, so they all smell really bad. Which obviously it's unfortunate for them too, but kind of explains why these people don't exactly want to be near them. No matter how tolerant you could be, that's not the most pleasant smell to kind of ignore. Slaver leader and psychotic cannibal. Circa 2250. See entry in Paradise Falls. Is that the guy that you meet at Paradise Falls? He's probably dead. Places. Paradise Falls, the most dangerous dump in the capital wasteland. The slavers there would have bought and sold anything with a pulse. They still will, from what I hear. Back in my day, they were more organized. Or more disorganized, though. Their leader was a guy named Harmon Jurley. Psychotic son of a bitch. He was rumored to eat the slaves he couldn't sell. What's this Rockopolis place? I don't think I've ever been there. An underground city. Not a bad accomplishment, all things considered, but their leader, King Crag, became too isolationist for his own good. Okay, so I accidentally led the slavers there and those bastards cleaned the place out. It was an honest mistake. Sheesh, really, dude? Underworld is a city of the dead, or undead as some would believe. Underworld was and is a settlement of ghouls established in an old art exhibit in the Museum of American History. Oh, really? That's where it is? Argyle and I used to go there quite a bit. I was even voted honorary ghoul back in '51. I really should go back and visit sometime. And good old Megaton. A town built around an undetonated atomic bomb. My kind of place. Megaton is pretty well fortified now, but back in my day, it was even more ramshackle. Great place to grab a drink, or abroad. I hear Moriarty even has his own place now. Guess that shouldn't surprise me. That guy has been playing the angle since the day he ended up in this country as a kid. Yeah, you know what's kind of weird about that? And I don't think I commented on it at the time. But Moriarty, for those who didn't realize, he has an Irish accent. And, this just confirms also that he came to this country when he was younger, so he actually immigrated. But as far as we know, most of the world is, pretty much toast, so how exactly did he travel? Do they still have boats that can cross the Atlantic? I guess there is some technology, but it's a bit rare and far between. Pests. Mirelurks, goddamn walking crabs, tough to kill but pretty delicious afterwards. The outer carapace is hell to penetrate. Good thing their face isn't armored. Yeah, and that's the best way to kill them, is if you could shoot them in the head. Argyll had such a good right jab. Feral ghouls. Ghouls gone bad. Their brains had rotted through so much they lost the ability to think straight. Argyll and I fought these hapless zombie bastards more times than I can count. I think he actually liked killing them. So does some sort of revenge against God for his own situation or something. Rad scorpions, yeah, we kind of know them. Rumors they descended from emperor scorpions, which you could find in pretty much any pet store in the country when bombs fell. Guess that explains their population. I mean, it is funny that they'd be descended from, you know, a common pet. Or, you know, a relatively common pet. But, well, I mean, it's a video game, so mutations and evolution, it doesn't exactly work accurately, which I guess you have to kind of look around that. Bears are the capital wastelands equivalent anyway. You're not going to find one of those babies bouncing on a rubber ball. I can tell you that much. They are vicious as they come. Razor sharp claws, razor sharp teeth, nasty, nasty temperament. And robo brains, yeah, those random robots that travel around, they're kind of a pain. I've always been fascinated by these things. Such an ingenious creation. A robot powered by a brain, and a sexy dame's voice. Of course, I always have to wonder, were they human brains? Were they actually the brains of sexy dames? Or is it all monkey brains and recordings? Anyway, I got hit by one of their mind blasts once. Held the headache for 3 days. And that's it. Yeah, he's an interesting dude. There's a couple of people in Fallout like this who are kind of a bit unique, and you don't always meet them very often. So I didn't want to stop here to see him.
And how are you this fine day?
I guess that was all the rooms in this area. I think. Actually, let me double check. Okay, yeah, this does go back down. This is the way we initially came in from. There are a few rooms here. I think these might just be random people, though. Oh, this is someone.
Hello, dear.
An older lady.
You're new around here. I'm Margaret Primrose. I run the Café Beau Monde. Stop by sometime.
Oh yeah, how long is it? Is it a very long manga? I guess she doesn't really have anything to do with anything.
It's a great place to live. I've always dreamed of giving people fresh meals and a place to relax and enjoy a good conversation or two. Tenpenny gave me a place to do that.
I guess we could go to her
greatly
cafe
indebted
later
to
if we
him for
want to.
that.
I guess running a cafe can't be all that easy.
Indeed. Everyone who lives here has worked hard to get here. That's why we can't just let those ghouls in. They demand the right to live here, but what have they done to prove themselves worthy?
Wow, he'd be a real dick. The only thing a ghoul should have to prove is how fast it can die. I wouldn't want ghouls living here either. I think they've proven something just by staying alive in that condition. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. You don't have a lot of say in what you want to respond with sometimes. Like, I feel like I would just be like in this situation if I'm trying to play this character. I don't think you'd really care much either way. I guess this is kind of the most neutral option. Yeah, I guess I wouldn't want them living here either if I were you.
There must be something we can do. Talk to Gustavo. He might have some way for you to assist us in dealing with the problem. Bon appetit!
Yeah, the way I see this working out with their characters, after he would come here, I don't feel like he would immediately want to start shaking things up and feeling like he has the right to come in and demand everything be changed once he's arrived. Oh, alright, have a good night, Akari, and thank you for stopping by. I mean, He's not above taking a few caps that may be lingering in a garbage can. Is that even really stealing at that point? Like, seriously, who owns this garbage can? Well, I mean, I guess the garbage can would be owned by, the owners of the building, so that'd be Tenpenny. But still, if someone just threw out their money and you reached in to get it, I don't know if that'd be considered stealing. It's a little silly. But yeah, maybe immediately coming here and saying, oh, you want to help out the ghouls get in because he believes that, oh, they shouldn't be restricted, would be the so-called righteous option for him to choose. But at least Arcade, I feel like he wouldn't really see it as his place to shake things up in that same way. Doing something like disarming the bomb for Megaton kind of seems like a no-brainer option there. Well, this needs a key to make life better for everyone there. But with this one, oh, another holotape. It might be more about the android. Yeah, I think it is. Because it's definitely more about weighing, you know, one person's, or one group of people's needs and desires
Despite the
another.
harshness of the wasteland, I've discovered in more than a few here a compassion that is unheard of in the Commonwealth. Perhaps it's the daily struggle for life here which gives appreciation for life in general, whether human or android. In a few days, I'll be a free man, a new man. Let me say thank you now for referring me to Pinkerton at Rivet City, because I will not remember any of this soon.
What time is it in the game right now? Oh, that's why. I've seen that a lot of these places are empty. It's because it's the middle of the night. A drop box. Welcome to the Pony Express. Pony Express drop boxes like this one can be used to deliver items to any Pony Express drop box you've discovered. Oh, really now? Once you find a Pony Express drop box, just activate it and you'll be able to use the location to send and receive items. You can also have items delivered to select new Vegas locations that you have discovered. Well, how about it? I assume that also applies to areas around here, and not just New Vegas, since they seem to have been added in. Well, it seems to be kind of a junk store. I don't see too much here. Hold on a second. Make things a little bit more private for us. Let's do a little bit of hacking. Oh, this is a very hard lock. Or not hard, but it's just hard. Well, that we still can't do either. Yeah, these hard ones are above our skill level. Average terminals we can hack, though. Alright, now the question is if we could actually do it easy enough. Favorite is 3 out of 8. So F-A-V-O-R-I-T-E. It's not going to be that. F-A-V-O-R-I-T-E. Not going to be that. F-A-V-O-R-I-T-E. Not going to be that. F-A-V-O-R-I-T-E. Not going to be that. F-A-V-O-R-I... Nope. F-A-V-O-R-I-T-E. Nope. Not that one either. And I don't think it's that one. Yeah, it's not a lot of these, huh? It's a good thing, I guess, because that way I'm not trying random ones. Hold on a second. F-A-V-O-R-I... Nope. Not that one. Not that one. F-A-V-O-R-I-T-E. Might be this. There we go. So let's see. We could disengage the lock. Or we could save it for experience at a future date. Man, I'm tempted to look inside. 200 bottle caps. Yeah, alright, I'll take it. Oh, our karma's going down. That's too bad. Sorry, I'd rather have the money than the karma. I don't know if I ever explained exactly what the karma does in this game. Let me see if I can show it off real quick. If we're looking inside this menu here, there should be... Oh, maybe it's this. This menu is very hard to navigate around. I think there's something that does tell you your karma, maybe? Or maybe there's not. Well, there's this here which says your karma level, good, exemplar. But I don't know if there's an exact number. There should be a number to it too, but that might be a hidden mechanic that they don't show you. Anyway, essentially, everything has an effect on your karma. There's a number between, like, let's say 0 and 100. It might even go to like a negative number or something. I don't exactly know. But that depends. That factors in what your karma is. And if it's really high, you'll get certain mercenary groups coming after you. And if it's really low, then you'll get... I forget the name of them, but essentially the law enforcement coming after you. Alright, well, nothing we get here. I guess I should start leveling up more of my lockpick because we are running into harder locks that we can't actually pick at this point. I think our guy has a bit of a compulsion to just pick locks whenever he sees them. He sees the lock and he wants to get into it no matter what. I think this is where we haven't gone yet. It should take us up to the top of the building, I think. Ooh, there's a casino. This is something that's been added by one of the mods. Oh, we're no longer well rested. Damn it. Now we're getting slightly sleepy. That's never good. So there are a couple apartments here. I think one of them actually belongs to Mr. Perk, who clearly at this point isn't going to be needing it. I don't know if this is his room or not. Let me look around a bit. Doesn't seem like there's anyone inside, so this could have been his. Doesn't really have anything inside of it. It's pretty empty. I guess it is because he was away on a mission back in Megaton. And we did find his house back there. I think so, right? Did I show that off? I'm pretty sure I did anyway.
Mr. Tenpenny isn't taking calls.
Wow. I didn't know they talked to you from that far across the room. Well, I'm here to see Mr. Tenpenny, but if you weren't so incompetent, then you'd know that.
Hold on there a minute. Oh, all right, I'll let you in, but if Tenpenny hollers because he isn't expecting you, you're dead.
Yeah, I thought so. Ooh, there's a key. Well, I'll take that. Alright, so we can talk to the man himself. I guess I might as well do that since I'm here. May as well stop in and say hello. Well, speaking of hello, hello there, Shadowcat. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing tonight? What is this? Oh, a 9-iron. Yeah, I guess he would be a golfer. But then again, there's no real golf courses to do any golfing on. There he is. Sleeping with his sniper rifle. Yeah, that looks very comfortable.
Nice to see you. Carry on. Fancy that. A visitor. I seldom get visitors, which is a tiresome shame, because I'm usually relentlessly bored out of my right
His voice reminds me of someone that'd be in South Park.
All of these confounded people fluster about like I'm made of eggshells and about to fall
Not too much right now,
Shadowcat.
I'm doing well.
I'm surprised they even let you in. So,
I felt like streaming a bit, so I decided to do a little Fallout.
Quite the jewel of the wasteland, isn't it? I dare say I'm quite proud of it myself.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's funny. So you do get options in this game to be a bit more aggressive or rude to people. But I feel like at this point we really wouldn't see any reason to intentionally piss them off. So yeah, it's extremely impressive, sure. Let's try to get on his good
Righto.
side.
When I saw this place jutting up out of the horizon, I knew what I had to do. I hired some muscle, and we got this place fixed up right quick. I had the great fortune to run into Mr. Perk, an absolute gem of a man. He certainly has a way of getting done what needs to get done, doesn't he? Then it was a matter of getting the right type of tenants.
One of the things
with the
I
right
find to
type
be
of
kind
assets,
of
and the rest
disappointing
is, as
about
they say,
the later
history.
Elder Scrolls and into the Fallout games as well, is that in earlier games like Morrowind, and I think even Oblivion, you had a bit of a disposition mechanic in conversations and relationships with people, which meant that depending on the things that you said to them and the way you phrase things, it would actually affect the way they would talk to you later on. And there is that to an extent in these conversations where if you pick a certain option, it might lead to another option branching down. But there's no real effect on it later on in the game, I don't think. I don't think there's an overall disposition that gets tracked inside the game. I mean, there could be, actually, but maybe it's just an invisible stat that you don't see tracked. Yes, so you were the one that hired Mr. Brick to try to blow up Megaton. And why exactly would you want to do that?
I complained offhand one day about how I thought that heap of metal on the horizon was a bit of an eyesore. Mr. Burke offered to take care of it. Burke is such an agreeable man, isn't he?
So,
I don't know how I got along without him.
So that's all it took,
I practically don't have to think about things anymore. He takes care of everything. I seldom even have to ask. He's a real go-getter, that one. We need more men like him if we're going to rebuild the world.
About that guy. The thing is, he's kind of, not around, but I guess we can't really say that to him. It's kind of like a little bit of a lacking feature. Also, how are you doing, Tyrell? And you're absolutely right about that. Morrowind, it's kind of like a rule of these games that Bethesda released over the years. As the years went on, they kind of dropped more and more features and simplified things further and further. I think Oblivion still had maybe like the last vestiges of that kind of system. And then by the time you got to the Fallout series and Skyrim is pretty much gone completely. But yeah, Morrowind definitely had a better disposition system because in that game you had different options for how you could persuade characters. Like you could persuade them, or you could bribe them or intimidate them. There's a bunch of different things you could do. It's really cool. This almost sounds like the quote from The Last Jedi with, what's his name? Kylo Ren. Oh, you gotta destroy the past for the future. And you didn't have a problem with killing all those people.
Oh, no, I'm certainly rather sore about all of that, but certain
Oh, you're
sacrifices
sore about
must
it, huh?
be made. Besides, Burke assured me that bomb was quite unstable. I asked Burke to suggest they vacate. It was all a matter of time. Think of it as helping speed along the process of natural selection. Don't lose any sleep over it.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Mr. Tenpenny, but I don't think Burke is going to be doing much of anything at this point. I guess we'll hear about him.
Oh, it's impolite for a gentleman to talk about himself, but I'd hope this magnificent tower would speak volumes.
That almost sounds like you're trying to compensate for something. Quite a tower you have here, Mr. Tenpenny.
Some might say Tenpenny Tower is my crowning achievement, but no, my dear boy, it is just the beginning.
Well, alright, I guess we have to go now.
Cheerio.
I guess there's not a lot we could do with him just yet. Oh, he's waking up for the day. Okay. Oh, he has something we could take. Well, I don't feel bad stealing from him. Oh, there's also a car. Can we take that? I guess we can't. I kind of wish we could. Looks fancy. I think that'd make a nice decoration for our house, if you could only take it. Now, where was that item? That's a boost to our stats. Oh, by the way, since you guys are here now, I don't know if you remember from the other stream I did, but at the beginning of this stream I showed off how, oh, he has like a little bottle collection, what the hell? At the beginning of the stream I showed off how the guy that we saved in the last stream, he was one of the guys that was working for the Outcasts when they had that little mutiny, and we basically had to save them. While I was doing things off screen, I went back to get some items from that place, and I found him just lying dead. I don't know what he died from, but... Whoa, what? I guess he has multiple bedrooms, so... He was annoyed that we came into his other bedroom, and he went to the other one to go to sleep instead. Well, alrighty. That's fine, I guess. I guess that's everything he has here. Oh, in his rooms, you could drink for free. Oh, well, not for free, but... I mean that you don't get any rads from it. I guess it is free as well. Ew. He's got kind of a nasty stain in his bathtub. What the hell? Good lord, even his toilet is nutritious. Look at that. Delicious water. Yeah, and I swore when I was showing that off, I did not kill him myself. As much as it may look like it, I did not kill him off screen, I swear. I'm thinking we go outside here. Yeah. Ah, pair of binoculars, nice. Well, I'll always take those whenever I see them. Actually, that's really cool that we found the binoculars. We might be able to actually zoom in on things now. Yeah, it's weird, but the binoculars count as a weapon for whatever reason. Oh, there's one of those robots down there. You know, that works pretty well, but let me see. I think the sniper rifle actually works a little bit better if you're trying to zoom in on something. No, I think it's about the same, actually. We're pretty close. Yeah. Anyway, it is a nice thing to have, though, just in case. We actually get a pretty good view of the wasteland from up here. If it was daytime, it'd be very nice to look around. You could still see pretty decently at night, to be fair. Yeah, you can get into an empty suite eventually. Got a boarded up area. The Tenpenny Casino. Ooh. What the hell? That's weird. Everyone in here looks like a ghoul. I think that's a glitch. Because apparently they're not supposed to let the ghouls inside. I wonder if I should mess around with this. This may not be a good idea. I'll see. Probably gonna reload this because I feel like gambling is just a way to lose money mostly, both in real life and in games. Especially if it's for loot crates or whatever. That is never a good deal. But we'll play a little bit and see how that goes. Here, we'll play big and see if we get lucky or not. Probably gonna be unlucky.
Quite well, thank you.
Alright, let's see. So how does this work? Okay, now I think we're probably gonna get very unlucky in this, but what's our max bet? 40? Yeah, let's just go for it. Unless it's Danganronpa V3, I know how to game the system in that. Yeah, there are certain things you can do in Danganronpa V3 in that casino area, which you're almost assured to win. Yeah, let's just let this go a few times, and then we're not gonna get lucky. Now, I'm not absolutely positive, But I do think that some of this is based on your character's luck in the game. And if that's the case, I think we turned down our character's luck a bit. Like, it might only be 4 or 3. So it means we'd probably be very, very unlikely to win. Yeah, we came close a few times, but we're just not gonna make it. Actually, stop playing this. There might be other games we could play. I could show off. Or maybe not. Can I get cut in on this table here?
We're safe from the wasteland in here.
Alright, let's see how this goes. Blackjack is always fun. At least it's simple. I kind of did the minimum bet. Oh, well, you know what's funny is we're probably going to win this one too. Damn it, I should have bet more. What's the max bet? 181. Well, now I'm not gonna bet that now. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. Slots are never a good thing to play. Let's do 50. Alright. You know what's funny? You actually have to count it yourself. So what, we're at 18, right? I'm gonna stay, but I don't feel good about this. Oh, we actually did win. Alright. Let's try it again. We're actually not in a bad spot here either. Oh, they got lucky. We broke even. Let's try a few more rounds of this. We have to try to hit. Ah. Alright. See if there's anything else. I think that might be it, though. Oh, roulette?
Charmed, I'm
Alright, well, I'm no good at roulette either, to be quite honest. Like I said, I'm not really a big gambler in general. I think I went gambling once in my life, and that was pretty much it. And I didn't bet a lot, luckily, and I didn't really make out with anything either. You want to try to be lucky and guess on a number. Yeah, blackjack is a game with the best odds if you play your cards right. So if you bet on black, yeah, why not? That's what they always say, huh? How much can I put down? Oh. Let's put 25. And how do we confirm it? Finish bet. Aw, really? 0-0. We won one chip? Huh. I don't really know how the rules work specifically with this. But I guess we won one chip from that. Well, let's try it again. There's 0 and 0-0. So, like, you may think this is a 50-50 chance, but then it could be one of those. I don't know. Is it considered being one of the colors? I'll be quite honest. I don't really know the rules behind this. Oh, did it? Oh, now it's red. Let's see if we get lucky on one of these other ones, maybe. Let's waste a few bit. Wait, how much money do we have? 181. Wait, how do we do this? W. Or not? Oh, I had to be in a very specific spot to get it to work. Oh, I just did. Alright, well. Damn it. What was it even? Oh, it was only 3 anyway. Yeah, let's try a few on even. Yeah, I know the basics like that. The thing I don't really know much about is the 0 and 00. I never knew how that worked out. Oh, I keep hitting the wrong button to do this. I'm trying to increase the bet, but... Now, what did that land on? Oh, 24, okay. Well, unfortunately, I didn't bet as much as I wanted to. So you have to do W, then to increase it, you have to do E. Alright? Pay attention, try. Now, this may not work out. Let's try to put something on multiple things. Now, whether this actually works or not, it's another question altogether. Well, we got red, and what is that? 16? Oh, good. So we did well on that one. There we go. We won a few chips. Yeah, it actually does say, by the way, the payouts are in the top left, which I didn't even really pay that much attention to. So if you get 0, 0, that's 35 to 1. 35 to 1, that's for all the numbers? Yeah, for all the numbers, 35 to 1, obviously. 2 to 1. Alright. Why am I playing the rig casino? I just wanted to show it off for a little bit. So now to end things, because I am going to reload, I'm going to put it all on black, and we'll see what happens. So let's place bet, and see if we can increase it all the way. There we go, close enough. And let's see. And we blow it all. No. Wait, why did it say we only lost 1? Did I do something wrong? I tried to put all my money on it. What the heck happened? I must be screwing something up here. Oh. I see what's going on here. Or do I? Yeah. Alright, that's what I'm seeing why I'm... That's a weird way you set the bet up. So, you like specify the money and then you place it down. Okay.
Sure.
Alright, well let's try that a second time. We didn't waste all our money apparently. So, increase bet. Now I feel like a dumbass. Oh well. Yeah, now you can put it down anywhere. That's how you do it. And let's see if we get lucky. Oh, nope. We lost again. Now we all lost it for real. And that's why you don't go gambling. Life lessons. Alright. Oh, that was a nice little diversion just to show things off real quick. Yeah, saved by odd game mechanics, then we lost it all anyway. Maybe we weren't supposed to go in from that entrance. Alright, game, sometimes it takes a while to load. Makes me a bit nervous. Oh, now they're over there. These guys are just like traveling through the wasteland, fighting any random things that you find. It's kind of funny. Well, I guess they are a lean, mean fighting machine. 3 robots and a dude. Do I like board games by any chance? What board games in particular do you mean, Shadowcat? I have played a few board games in my day. Naturally, especially when I was younger. Things like Monopoly, Geez, what are the other board games that were popular? Sorry, guess who? Who are those guys? Well, on the last stream, we had a random assassin who apparently showed up out of nowhere, and then this guy and his robots they fought and killed the assassin, which apparently was a random encounter that Frog said was one of the rare encounters in the game. And I think if you have a certain karma level, you can buy a robot from that guy, but we can't do that right now. Yeah, for whatever reason, though, they just kind of wander along the wasteland in this one area. They kind of go back and forth between this factory and that gas station, it seems. They don't really seem to do anything. Oh, we got the sunrise. I think we're looking the wrong way, though, for the sun. Oh no, I guess it would rise over there. Well, let's stay and watch the sunrise. The time goes kind of quick in this game. It'll look lovely, except for the fact that this... Oh, never mind, stop doing it. Before there's a mountain flickering in the distance, looked inappropriate. Let's see. How beautiful. The capital wasteland. But yeah, anyway, Shadowcat, were there any board games you meant in particular? You know what is fun? I have, what's the name of that game? There's Tabletop Simulator for the PC, and actually lets you play tabletop games over on, Oh, that's funny. Shadowcat saying there's a game on Steam called 100% Orange Juice. It's a board game of sorts and features characters from the company Orange Juice's other games. I've never heard of Orange Juice. What is that exactly? Yeah, I'm unfamiliar with it. Oh, there we go. I have to say, though, the sun looks a little bit weak. Look at that. I was expecting something a bit more dramatic. What the heck, son? Oh well. Maybe it looks more dramatic later in the day. Or did this feature get turned down? Hold on. No, that's on. That's supposed to make the lighting look a bit more dramatic, but I guess not in this case. It's a fast-paced game. You can play different characters who have different stats and abilities. Okay, maybe I'll try to look it up after I'm done streaming for the night. I think we looked at everything over here. Is there anything else? I think there is one more room we haven't been in for this place. I think this is the place we already looked. It's hard to tell the difference. I'll leave the door open. Oh, this door's open. Have I been in here? Maybe these... Oh no, there's a computer. Alright, I didn't explore this place. Oh, this is where Comrade Chang lives, that's right. Well, apparently he uses his computer on him. It's supposed to be an illegal action, but I don't think he's watching. Rebuilding proposal. Welcome, comrade. We excel at destroying the old world, and we excel at building a new one. Yeah, so he does believe he's aligned with the Chinese anyway. 200 years ago, Chairman Chang led his armies to defeat the decadent rulers of this land. Now his humble descendants, Comrade Chang, shall lead its noble people to rebuild a brighter land in its place. By uniting to work together, we can eradicate the twin dangers of lawlessness and disease. With unified soldiers, we can cleanse the land of beasts and highwaymen. With organized farmers, we can overcome starvation and poverty. Okay. When competing villages are destroyed, all must unite under the glorious leadership of Comrade Chang and the Tenpenny Commune. Yeah, this guy is a bit delusional. Yeah, this is definitely propaganda, Shadowcat. You're right about that. Daily affirmation. Chairman Chang is watching you, comrade. Okay, big brother. He's not watching me, he's sleeping. What are you talking about, game? And yeah, this whole place is one of the few areas that is preserved from life before the apocalypse. Look, you can even drink from here, you don't get any radiation. Very fancy. I wonder where his wife is. She's clearly not here right now.
You watch yourself. You cause
She did
any
seem
more
to be
trouble
flirting with
and
that
you
one
will
guy
be
that we
dead.
met downstairs. I wonder if anything happened with that. There's a person standing right here for some reason.
Hey there. Is there something I can do for you?
Oh, it's this lady from before. Before she was in her underwear, she actually got dressed now. Alright, talk to you later.
Sure. See ya.
Yeah, Shadowcat, we spoke to her in the beginning of the stream, and she was very, very flirtatious. And she also has some other guy who's kind of a stalker. It's really funny. So she went into her bedroom and then went to sleep, and then some dude walked over and just stood over her bed staring at her. It was kind of bizarre. Also, he did write some love note to her too about how he was obsessed with her and couldn't live without her and wanted to leave his wife for her and all this dramatic stuff. I guess everyone's still asleep at this point. Oh no. There's a bunch of people awake now.
I'm off duty. Come back when... what the hell? Let's just get it over with. I'm Dr. Banfield. What do you need?
No, it was just flirtatious as in... she wants to do something with us. And probably nothing more than doing that one thing. But then again, I don't think there's a way to actually do it with her in this game. I don't think we need to get any healing yet. Just tell us about the guy.
He's the landlord, although you hardly ever see him. I had to treat him once for bed sores, if you know what I mean. Wait, don't tell him I said that.
So is he talking about a different kind of bed sore? Ew. Gross. What's it like here?
People are healthy here. They eat well and have a strong roof over their head.
Well, that's good. I'm a little shocked by how healthy everyone looks.
Tenpenny is very selective about who he allows to live here. The correct genes and living conditions make for a relatively disease-free environment. Clean water is still a concern, of course. But we've got enough chems to keep the radiation sickness at bay. That's why he won't allow those
seems like they have
ghouls
safe,
to live here.
clean water upstairs
Why
at least.
introduce a weakness into a healthy system?
They look a little weird, but they're not diseased vermin. Yeah, as far as we could tell.
Well, I guess I must confess, I've never examined a ghoul up close. You're right. I shouldn't make assumptions.
Yeah, that's funny. They actually can be a little bit more open-minded than you might think at first. Do you know much about these ghouls?
My current theory is that the destructive disease of the ghoul condition will always eventually render him little more than a mindless killer. The proverbial wasteland zombie with a predilection for raw human flesh. They can't be cured. And there's nothing to alleviate the symptoms. All in all, it seems rather sad, really.
Yeah, so since we don't have Frog here, I'm gonna have to do my best to explain something about the ghouls. So, the ghouls, I don't know if you know this, Shadowcat, I don't know how familiar you are with Fallout, or to anyone else watching this. They're what were normal humans, but they were exposed to a very, very large dose of radiation. And for some reason, instead of dying, their skin started to rot and fall off, and basically, like, their bodies are decaying and rotting on them, but they're still alive for whatever reason. And for whatever reason, they're incapable of dying, so they are pretty much like zombies in that sense. Now, some of them keep their intelligence, but after a while, they can lose their minds and basically become feral, mindless creatures, which are a lot closer to actual zombies. So it is weird, and I guess this guy is trying to study them to find out more about them. I guess you haven't consulted any?
Well, not exactly. but my colleagues have published papers. I suppose someone ought to verify their findings. Perhaps I'll do that.
So what is
Who
funny
knows?
about that? Since they
I might
don't
even
die,
finally get published.
and they pretty much are, they
I
can
got
live
a spot
forever.
of blood on my lab coat recently.
Well, let me just pause that so I know when you're talking. Some of them actually are around from before the war. Like, they were born before the bombs started falling, and they still live on as ghouls, even though it's been 200 years or whatever since then.
Any chance you've got something that'll take it out in the wash?
Ooh. Lab coats are so last
Charmed,
century.
I'm sure.
I have a better idea, Doc. Why don't you come to New Urban Apparel, and I'll give you a complete makeover.
Well, that's more than I had in mind. Maybe I'll just order a new lab coat instead.
Yeah, that's why instead of
Lydia, darling.
washing the clothes, he
How's
wants
that
him to
old
buy a
antique
new
shop of yours doing these days?
set of clothes altogether.
Gustavo's guards are
Really,
swift to take
Anthony,
care of trouble.
You need some new material. And I'm not just talking about your jokes either, darling. Those threads are atrocious.
Damn.
Why, you old hag. You're
Oh,
just
shit.
jealous. My fabulosity pains you, doesn't it?
See you later.
You can't help feel smaller standing before
Oh,
my
there-
greatness, can you? Dear?
There's a roast
At
going
least
on here.
I'm
What the
not
hell?
Some dried up tart, prancing around like the Queen of America, constantly spouting grotesque phrases. Fabulosity. Really now?
What the hell?
Hey.
Hey.
I did not expect that. Well, that was entertaining.
Oh, I can't believe it. With all of Gustavo's goons running around, they still let thieves come into my store and take things. I thought I was safe here. That's
Oh.
it. I'm leaving.
I have
I'll
no
try
idea
my
who could have
luck
done
elsewhere.
that. What the hell?
So tell me, how are things?
Things are all right, I guess. I'm thinking I should stop by sometime and get some new clothes. I just can't seem to find the time.
Huh.
You need to make time, dear. You'll never be fabulous just moping
So I think
around
that's from
kitchen all
us
day.
stealing from
You
her
need to relax,
safe.
Go out, get
What
done
the
up,
hell?
have some fun. Hey, I take it this is a social call and not business?
That is weird. She just decided to leave out just out of nowhere.
Only those deserving to live here can afford it. And let me tell you, those who do live in style.
Blah blah blah. He's a bit full of himself. Yeah, whatever.
And you can thank me for that. I'm the resident
yeah,
guide
we,
to all things fabulous.
We hacked the terminal
And I'll
and were
tell you
able
what
to
isn't
unlock
ever in
a
style,
safe. And we took like
disgusting
200
ghouls
bottle
getting their
caps from
rotten
it.
paws all over everything.
I guess it was rude. I didn't expect her to just go up and leave just like that. Whoa, that's really intense. Yeah, what do you have against the ghouls anyway?
That's a silly question. What I have against ghouls is that they are ghouls.
Yeah, this guy is definitely not as open as some of the other ones. I mean,
Bye-bye.
Morning. New here? Pick any table except the one in the corner. That's Mr. Tenpenny's stable. Nobody sits there. Except him,
okay.
of course. Welcome to Cafe Beaumonde. Gourmet meals and service with a smile.
Oh, it could be flirtatious with the older lady. Sure, why not? Let's do it. And a pretty smile it is.
Very kind of you to say so. Thank you.
So cheesy. What's Alistair like?
Every day it's the same thing. The man has no imagination with his meals. But it's his
Really?
building, so every day I make that damned iguano bit sandwich, no salt, with a peeled
This has become
pear
like a
on the
drama
side.
episode.
To send it up to the
We're
penthouse.
just gossiping and spreading all these little rumors about people. What the hell's going on here? Are you stressed out?
Chief Gustavo assures us that
Oh, yeah, they
he's
always say the same
increased
thing
the
with
number
this.
of the security team and will kill any zombies on sight.
You think the ghouls would like your cooking?
I hope I don't have to find out, though. Everyone loves my cooking.
So which corner? This one? Nope, didn't say anything. What about this one? Oh, you know what? It does show up as red, so it is an illegal action. They didn't say anything, though.
Watch your manners.
Actually, all these chairs are red. That's weird. I've never seen a chair be illegal to sit in. Well, that's a new one. What are you doing back here? Oh, it's her again. Alright, we're not gonna talk to her. They don't really have anything different to say if you keep talking to them.
That man exists in a constant state of inebriation.
Yeah, this is the safe we ended up stealing from. And I guess she left because of it.
You're just humoring me, aren't you? You haven't heard a word I've said, have you?
Uh-oh.
What?
Sometimes I get the feeling I'm talking to myself.
Oh boy, some guy's getting it real bad. I wonder where they are. I overheard some couple arguing. They're not here. It sounded like it was coming from the next room over. What? You're not listening to a thing I say. Is it this couple?
Hey.
Miss Primrose works too hard. How is she ever supposed to land a good husband if she's stuck in her kitchen all day?
Righto.
Are you even listening?
What?
Sometimes I get the feeling I'm talking to myself.
What the hell? Hello?
Introductions are in order. I am Mrs. Edgar Wellington. You may refer to me as Madam or My Lady Wellington.
Yeah, sure thing, princess. Oh look, another stuck-up bitch. How impressive. Man. It's something to just be completely rude and everything, but I feel like that's not in our character's nature. Like, he might do sneaky stuff like steal from people on the side, but he's not the kind to be outright insulting people to their faces. He's too charismatic for that. Even if he doesn't like them, he would try to be persistent, persuasive, just to see if it benefits him in the long run. So, yeah, well, we'll play along with her just to see if it gets us anything in the future. It's very nice to meet you, my Lady Wellington.
You're better mannered than your apparent breeding would indicate. It is
My
nice to
breeding?
make your acquaintance.
What do you know about my
Catch a
breeding?
glimpse of any ghouls on your way in here, did you?
Yeah, I'm not afraid of any ghouls. They're nothing to be afraid of.
That doesn't surprise me. You should talk to Gustavo. He might be able to use someone like you.
Well, she's gonna repeat the same thing about the ghouls, so I'm not gonna ask again. It's like living here. Found a love. Oh! What's it like living at Tenpenny Tower?
Things haven't been the same since those ghouls showed up. Has everyone on edge.
Hold on a second, I wanna see something.
Yeah, see ya.
Let's go make it safe here just in case.
I don't suppose there is someone else for you to talk to?
Nope, not at all. You found a love letter you might want to see.
Oh my god. This can't be real, but it's in his handwriting. Oh my god. He's dead. I'll kill him.
Oh.
And her. They're both dead. This isn't happening. This isn't
Maybe we
real.
should take a moment to calm down and take a deep
broke
breath.
Your sacred promise.
Whoa.
What are you talking about, dear? Is everything all right?
Let me remind you. Till death do us part.
Whoa! Ah! Well, get out of here! She's shooting up the place. Guys, there's a shooter.
Watch it. Assault!
Oh shit. Excuse me. I just saved your asses from a crazed woman. Why are you shooting me? Yeah, you get some. Well, I guess we shouldn't give her the letter. She fired several times, not just once, too. I like how the music is still just casually playing that elevator music. Oh, well, she's walking around like normal.
Hey there. Is there something I can do for you?
Did you miss what just happened?
Yeah.
Alright.
Goodbye.
See you later. Let's reload that. I think she's just gonna shoot those two people, so she wasn't gonna be aggressive to anyone else but those two. How would my character know that, realistically? She's just running around the whole place with a gun. She doesn't have a gun on her. Alright, maybe we should try not giving the letter to her in the first place if she's gonna shoot up the place. Or even if it's just the two people. That may not be the best idea. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, shooting people, even if they've done something wrong to you, it isn't exactly, a good thing.
Good to see you. Yes, dear.
Edgar, I'm talking to you.
Whoa, what?
Yes, dear.
No,
Useless
he's just
man.
walking off. Oh, man. Well, that's one happy family. Alright, well, enough with that. Yeah, it is funny, though, because if she's shooting people up in the place regardless, you think that people would try to arrest her. But the security guard's just standing around doing nothing.
You got something to say?
We're talking about this mission here. I now see why he wants to leave his wife. You know, I really... As much of a scumbag move as it is to cheat on someone, I would see why he'd want to leave her. He probably should have just left her in the first place, though. Before, you know, sleeping around. How's that ghoul situation coming along?
That damn Roy Phillips won't take no for an answer.
Yeah, the soccer stuff
Keep
is
showing
still,
up, looking for
not
a
good either
handout.
as well.
He and his kind aren't wanted. End of story. If I were a betting man, I'd place a stack of caps on him trying something violent soon.
Would you now?
That would make Tenpenny nervous. I don't like it when Tenpenny gets nervous.
I don't like it when
But
people
I
get
can't
nervous and
spare
start
the
shooting each other
manpower to
either.
Go hunt down Roy Phillips and his band of misfits, or I'd gladly end this thing once and for all.
Really? It seems like you have a lot of manpower here. A lot of manpower and a lot of firepower, and to be perfectly honest, you're not doing a whole lot here when you just let people walk around shooting each other to begin with. So you might as well just go hunt them down. Because what the hell are you guys doing here then? Well, we kind of know what a ghoul is already, so that's a dumb thing to ask. Perhaps the residents could be persuaded to let the ghouls live here. I've even tried talking to the ghouls. I bet you could work something out. I can help you with the ghoul problem. Where are they hiding out? I guess we could ask about this first. Let's see where this takes us. Or maybe this. Let's try this one.
Tenpenny doesn't care how big their pile of bottle caps is. He won't let ghouls live here. Those ghouls need to give up and go bother someone else.
Ghouls are too much trouble. Yeah, I did say this is kind of like my character's opinion to this all before. He really doesn't really care to get involved in the politics of this place.
No, but perhaps it might be.
Oh? So does he want our help? Oh, you have a copy of it? Yeah, you know what I'll do then, Shadowcat. I'll look it up, and if it looks like something that's fun to play, I'll let you know. Let's see if we can find a non-violent solution, perhaps.
That's a laugh. Roy Phillips can't be reasoned with. Trust me. But go ahead.
Well, I could try to talk to him and see what we can do.
It's your funeral. They've holed up in the nearby metro tunnels. They're living with packs of feral ghouls. They've barred the main
So it is
entrance.
interesting talking to all the different
Go
people
through the
here
train yard.
and actually exploring their conversations in
kid.
depth.
You're gonna
Now,
need
some of them are outright hostile and not really friendly towards the ghouls at all. They have very negative opinions towards them. Others are kind of a bit more open. Well, it seems like others are a bit more practical about it as well, where they say that it just wouldn't work out between them. So where are they exactly?
Really? You? You're welcome to give it a try. But don't come crying to me when you get hurt. They've holed up in the nearby metro tunnels. They're living with packs of feral ghouls. Be careful. Roy seems damn close to turning zombie himself. I suppose you won't be doing this out of the kindness of your heart, How's 500 bottle caps sound? Payable.
I really
on
wish these guys would pay you in
termination
advance
of
for this
that
stuff.
Damn ghoul, Roy Phillips, and all his followers.
Well, we kind of have to pick this now. Can you give us more than that, though?
Well, maybe you're right. It was something I was going to have to do eventually anyway. How about another 200 caps? And here, you can take this rifle and ammo.
Well, at least we get
But
something
you
as
better
advance
not
payment.
screw this up.
Considering we're probably
Roy
not exactly
Phillips
going to
and
do it
his
the same
gang
way
is
he wants us
somewhere in
to.
Warrington Station metro tunnels. They've barred the main entrance. Try going through the train yard.
I wish everyone in this game would pay me in advance. How dare they? Yeah, we're still working on it.
Watch your back, and don't trust that Roy Phillips for a second.
The thing about this mission is it gets really kind of complicated later on as you play it.
Hi.
That wife of yours has you terrified, doesn't she? Don't worry. I can help you relax.
Like, it may seem a bit clear-cut now on how you feel about these guys and the ghouls, but it gets a bit muddled. So let's see. I guess we could go do that now. I don't know if we'll make it, actually. I forget how big this place is we're going to. If this thing ever loads. Alright, there we go. Will you let me out?
I'm on duty, can't talk. Direct your security concerns to Chief Gustavo directly.
I guess I have to hit the button on my own. Thank you very much. What's that lady up to? Yeah, I don't know. They are a bit weird inside there. Let's save before I go off. So there's supposed to be a train station. Walked off this way, right? Let me see. Let me just get an idea of where we're going in particular. Can I remove that map? Yeah, let's remove that. We don't need it anymore. Alright. Let's see if we can get started on this. Like I said, I might have to wait for a later stream to finish, because I think it is a bit of a longer quest. These guys are really busy shooting. They must have a lot of ammo just wasted around. Which I guess maybe they travel around trying to loot and find ammo in other places, because where would they keep getting it? They're wasting it like that. Now, it's funny is you gotta see a train station over there, but I think it's locked off and that's why you can't go that way. Ooh, I'll take that. Yeah, the game still is a little bit laggy every now and then. It tends to only be when it's outside and the game seems to want to load additional cells of land or whatever you call them. It's hard to say. It's definitely smaller than some of the other games that Bethesda released. Like, I don't think it's as big as Skyrim or Oblivion. I wouldn't know what the exact size is. I know you can look that stuff up online and find the map sizes compared to one another. But, you know, it's a decently big size, to be fair. You know, the game is, you know, over a decade old now, so it's not exactly as big as some of the worlds now that they have in games. Yeah, well, we have the ghoul, so that ghoul over there, that's a feral one. That's no good. It's a mindless killing machine, so we're not gonna feel bad about killing that one. Well, I mean, I guess someone might feel bad about it, but I won't. Where's our, there it is. Is he down there? Oh, I lost track of him. Oh, there's... Hush. You know, we don't actually have the most ammo for this gun. I don't know why. I should probably have bought it from that guy. That guy Gustavo, actually, he has a lot of weapons and bullets to sell. Yeah, it is that old. I think it's from 2008 specifically. I think there's more, right? Wasn't the guy we saw, I think he was more red in color, and that guy was kind of more of a brownish gray. Oh, there's one there. Let's see. Do I have the sniper rifle equipped anywhere? Might need that to reach him. Actually, I have more ammo for the sniper rifle than the other gun. Let's see if we get him. Oh, there we go. Nice. Don't see anyone in there, I don't think. There could be some behind that area, though, that we're not seeing. Alright, they shouldn't be too hard to beat either way, though, so if we do have to fight them, yeah, it shouldn't be the end of the world. Sometimes these guys tend to have bottle caps on them or some kind of money. As I said, with the ghouls, they used to be humans, so a lot of them could have been around from before the war, and they tend to have money on them. Ooh, we have radiation here. Just a little bit. Then again, I think the suit that we're wearing blocks a lot of that radiation, so it might be more than I expected. Hold on. Uh-oh. There we are. There were more somewhere that I didn't see. Anyone got plans for Halloween? I don't really have any plans in particular. I think I mentioned this a little bit last stream, but Emily is coming home early in the morning tomorrow. Or, yeah, it's still tomorrow. So I'm probably either gonna have to A, stay up extra late until like the early hours of the morning, or get in only a small amount of sleep for the night, because she'll be getting home soon from her trip. And then otherwise probably just later in the day, because it's usually only in the evening, we'll have trick-or-treaters, and I hear ghouls and scary things coming to get me. Maybe. Got him. I think there's another one back there, though. Yeah, see him on the radar. Come on. Oh, you know what's cool about the suit? Look, I forgot about that. This actually works as a kind of X-ray vision, almost. There's actually people all the way out there, but I think they're much further away. don't know if I could get him from this angle. This is like an advanced hacks. I thought he would come around. I kind of forgot about this. Wait, is he inside that train car? I think he's inside of it. I didn't know those could open up. Oh no, wait. I see him, he's on the other side. How do I get, let me see. I'm trying to be smart about this without taking too much damage, in case it's a tough one. There are forms of the ghouls that are much tougher than others, so I'm trying to be a little bit careful here. Oh, hello, Silanova. What's going on with you? Welcome to the stream. We are hunting ghouls at this point. He might be glitched inside the train car. It's hard to tell from this angle. I think he actually is. Look at that. Yeah, he's not supposed to be there like that. Well, I guess I'll just leave him alone. Yeah, there are a couple of different ones. There are some that are extremely radioactive. Ooh. I'll take all this, thank you very much. And toss the bodies aside. Not the bodies, I guess they're skeletons, not even bodies at this point. Ah, that's good. It's nice when the day is over and you get a chance to just sit back and relax in bed. Those buildings might have something in them. I'm just hoping that ghoul doesn't get loose so that he could actually walk around and actually attack us. As long as they stay stuck in there, we're alright. Oh, got something inside. Take all that. Ooh, another sniper rifle. How's that one rated? Kind of in crappy condition, though. We don't even really get much from repairing it. Alright, let's hold on to it for now. What is this? Norton? Note added? A note from a drunken gnome? A what? Why does the gnome have a note? What the heck? You will never find the complete set of my artwork, stranger. Even I don't know where I've hidden them. No wonder, I was completely drunk when I made and placed them here in the capital wasteland as part of my big art project. What? Huh. You know, I think that's from a mod. It might be from one of the mods that I have that is being used for, I don't know if it's going to be Tales of the Wasteland? Tales of Two Wastelands? What was it? A Tale of Two Wastelands? Or it's from one of the other mods like the Interiors Project. But either way, I feel like the mod author added that in as a little bonus Easter egg. I wonder how many there are. Well, according to him, even he doesn't remember, because he was drunk when he did it. Can I fix anything here? I guess I could do this to get rid of the weight. Hey, Surf Creed, how's it going on? We're on the streets that you've been gnomed. Yeah, we've got gnomed, alright. I wonder how many there are. He didn't really say, did he? We could set it as the main quest, but what does that do for us? I guess it doesn't really do anything. Huh. Yeah, it doesn't show on the map. We would actually have to travel around, find them all manually. Alright, so that would be a very long quest to complete, if we ever managed to. I'd probably have to look it up. That's funny, though. Alright, let's take a look inside. I think that's most of the stuff outside anyway, except for the one guy we can't actually kill. So we'll put our gun away for now. Nope, that's right. We actually need to use the door to get in. I guess it makes sense. Okay, we can actually see now. If you turn on the light like that. Another assault rifle. Can I fix my other one with it? I think it's taking a little bit of damage. You know, I'll hold off because it's in pretty good shape. If I could save it for later, it'd actually be even better. But yeah, anyway, how you been doing lately, Seraph? Other than making those top tier gnome jokes. Oh. Well, that's right, we don't have a lot of ammo with this gun. I might as well just use the sniper rifle, because we actually have more ammo for it. Well, come back here. You've been super good, awesome. I'm glad to hear that you guys are doing well. Oh, okay. Just light them up. Yeah, we have plenty of ammo for the assault rifle. I don't need to really worry too much about that, at least. Oh, that's just a piece of wood or something. Okay. Yeah, so these guys, they do come in different colors, as you can kind of see. This one's more of a grayish one. This one's more red. Looks a bit more bloody. I don't know if that actually means he's tougher. But there is one later on, which we'll probably find eventually, where it pretty much glows. And if you get too close to it, it actually exerts radiation, and it'll give you a bit of damage that way. Oh, I should turn off my light. And yeah, as it should probably be obvious, these ones are not friendly. Oh. I don't know why I picked up the knife or whatever that was. That was a bit useless. I don't think I was reading it too quickly. Let's get rid of a silly little butter knife, which doesn't do us much good at all. I'm at my limit. I can't really carry anymore anyway. I'll take those. I'm gonna drink that water because I probably need a drink anyway. What are our stats? Alright. Not worst stats ever. Ooh. I have to leave this stuff though. It's too heavy. We're too fat. Well, I could do this at least. Wow, did the ammo put me over my weight limit? I think it did. Yeah, by 1 pound. I should have put away these frag grenades. I shouldn't have took... There's 24 of them, and they each weigh 1 pound. I could eat a little bit. That'll lower my weight. Slightly, at least. What do we have here? Squirrel on a stick does the job. Let's see iguana bits, because those aren't as filling, so I could use both of them up at least. We really are. It's not even a joke. I had to put so much stuff away back at our house. It's crazy. Let me just stay crouched just in case. Whoop. There are a couple of different places to go. Whoa. There we go. Not the most accurate shooting, but kind of was startled a little bit. Wasn't expecting a guy right on the other side of the door. Oh yeah, we got a house all the way back in Megaton. It was from disarming the nuclear bomb that was in the city. That's one of the first things I decided to do when we got to the town, because in this game I tend to hoard all the items, and it becomes really necessary to have a house you could put all your crap in over the course of the game. Maybe I'll keep this out in case we get startled again. Or I could use... Oh. Alright. So it gives us a little bit of a heads up on where they are. I think I'm missing. There we are. Should wait till they get closer because we have a lot of time to shoot them. Where did the... Oh, here he is. Yep. Just want to take your items, buddy. Thank you very much. A locked door. Well, I don't think that's the way we're supposed to go, but it might be... Well, if it does lead to an item, it's not like we're going to be able to carry too much anyway, unless it's just money. Money tends to not weigh anything in these games. More locks to pick. Alright, and now we're at a limit once again. The water, unfortunately, does weigh a little bit. I'm gonna leave the blood pack behind. That weighs stuff. That weighs stuff. That probably... Oh, this is gonna... Oh. So much to carry. Alright, I'm gonna put it away again. Have I been able to finish Persona 5? Oh, not yet. There'll be a stream when I start playing again. Actually, that's what I should have... I was trying to think of what kind of game to play. I could have done that. Maybe I'll start it up in November. Because what do I have? I have Dishonored, I have this. I can mix in some Persona as well for an additional variety. That'd be pretty good, huh? Yeah, let me put away some of that stuff I picked up. Only the blood packs are actually not that useful. Right, I really have to leave this stuff behind. As much as I don't want to. It's really painful for me to have to do that. But until we get a level up and eventually we get a perk where we can... The ammo I can get away with. The weapon I'm going to merge together. There we go. Oh, Simpack. Those are free. They don't weigh anything additional. I can take those all I want. Oh, there's some more coming up. Whoa, that fire startled me. I'm not sure what we're seeing this based on. If it's supposed to be heat, because you don't see the fire through this. But you do see their bodies, which is kind of weird. So I don't know what this is based off of. Oh, that's a glowing one. Alright, let's try to see if we can snipe it. This might be tougher. Oh, we missed entirely, even though we're aiming right at it. Alright. Well, we killed it before it did its thing, which means I didn't get to show off its actual capabilities. But at least that means it didn't kill me. Yeah, glowing one, that's what they call them. Very shiny, but don't underestimate them. Is there someone on the other side of this door? Well, not immediately. This kind of makes things a little bit too easy. I don't know if I should keep using this. It almost seems a bit cheap. I say that as I continue to use it. Oh, he's right here. Do we have a shotgun? There we are. Yeah, so far we haven't seen a lot of non-lethal ones, have we? I was trying to see if we could ignite this. Oh, shit. Oh. God damn it. Well, that was not what I meant to have done, if you couldn't tell. Hold on, let me see if I can fix this. First of all, let's fix our crippled body. And what I had meant to have done is, how can I tell? Alright, now I have the grenades equipped. I placed down a mine when I meant to throw a grenade because I didn't know what I had equipped. Oops. Way to blow us up. Alright, I don't want to go through here. This looks like a gas leak. I was trying to see if we could throw a grenade to blow up this gas and kill the ghouls, but that didn't exactly work out as I wanted it to. Yeah, at least we have very strong armor. The only thing is, eventually it's going to take a few hits to it, and it's going to actually lose its effectiveness. Well, still pretty effective now. There we are. That might be it for this area. Right. Let's turn on our flashlights then, so we can look around without... Oh, another station. We're probably going that way. Oh yeah, let me show that off. So you see how this place is all woozly looking? Like you kind of see the air is a bit distorted. That's because there's gas in the air. Now I'll show off in a quick second what that does exactly. As long as I make sure I'm out of the range of it. Can this be blown up too? Hold on, let me see this. Hold on. Alright, I have to be careful though. Yeah, it looks like a mirage almost, right? Let me get up here and save. Yeah, from heat. Throw a grenade down. Yeah, so you see how the whole area kind of caught on fire and those bodies caught on fire too? Yeah, that's what happens. And now the gas is all gone too. But believe me, you don't want to get caught in it yourself, because that is not fun. And we should be able to take this now. That freed up an inventory spot. Is that something? Nah, it's a paint gun. Paint guns are useless to us. Not an elf, not a goblin, I'm a nade, and you've been exploded. Ain't that the truth? Oh, okay. This is where we'll finally meet the ones that we were trying to meet. The ones that aren't gonna attack us on sight, probably.
You there. Put your weapons away. Come over here. No funny business, unless you want to get shot.
You know the funny thing is, I don't know if it actually matters if your weapon's away or not. I've never tested that out. Maybe I should see. I saved the game. Is he gonna shoot us on sight?
What are you doing here?
Nah, it doesn't really do anything.
Not safe for your kind around here.
I just had to test it out. We're here to see Roy Phillips.
Oh yeah? Is he expecting you? Well then, run along. It's not wise to keep Roy waiting. Has a bit of a temper, that one. You watch yourself.
Bit of a temper, huh? What are you doing in these metro tunnels?
I've been stomping around with Roy and his gang of misfits. Roy's a no-nonsense, take-no-prisoners kind of guy. He heard about this Tenpenny asshole, and now he's trying to get us in that tower. He's hatching some kind of plan to kill all those bigot bastards. Believe it or not, I used to vacation there.
Huh. Did you now? What's it like being a ghoul?
I wasn't always like this. I was a goddamn scientist. We were doing great things. Amazing things. Sure, sacrifices were required. Some people got hurt. But we were making
Yeah, but this all happened because of you scientists.
And those goddamn bombs dropped. Karma's a real bitch. You'd be wise to remember that.
I don't know if we should say that. Gustavo hired me to kill you? That may not be the best idea.
Good luck.
Let's go, I guess. I guess we can look around here. Hopefully, without him getting too pissed off at us. Yeah, this is all labeled as stealing from here, though. What's my weight limit at? I could get away with taking this at least. Ooh, magnum ammo. Sorry, dude. I am going to steal your ammo. And there's nothing you can do about it. Alright, he ran off ahead now. Where did he go? Oh, there he is. He didn't really wait for me at all whatsoever, did he? Yeah, so this guy, he's part of the group of the ghouls that are supposedly trying to get into the tower. Yeah, he didn't shoot Big Mac at least. Then again, if you saw this guy, would you try to shoot at him? I feel like you wouldn't live too long afterwards. Let's try to catch up a little bit. Why they want to go in their vault places? That's a good question. I mean, we'll get a chance to ask the guy himself who's responsible for all this. There's actually a lot to this quest. It's a very interesting situation. Quite a dilemma. You know, I might play this a few times actually from this part because it's a really interesting thing that happens. So I might save and like revisit doing this quest from a different perspective. I'll see how it goes. If that's the case, I probably want to save before I talk to him. Right?
Hey, be more careful.
Okay. Well, I guess he's not going to wake him up. They're all sleeping. I'll make a save here just in case. Actually, before I talk to this one, let's talk to this, This lady's sleeping down here.
Oh, hello.
Oh, she's tall.
I'm Bessie Lynn. I don't think you should be down here. Did you talk to Roy? I hope you know what you're doing. You could get in a lot of trouble by coming around uninvited.
Nice to meet you, Bessie. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
I wouldn't want to see anyone get hurt. You must be pretty tough to get past all the ferals. They tend to leave us alone. But someone like you... Am I babbling again? Roy tells me I shouldn't do that.
What exactly are you doing in these metro tunnels?
Roy is coming up with a plan to get us into that tower. 10 pennies. Says it's only a matter of time. He's strong like that. He never gives up. The kind of guy who makes things happen, Roy is. That's why the others follow him. Me, I just like the way he looks at me. Makes me feel pretty again. I'd go anywhere with him.
What exactly is it like being a ghoul?
Oh, well, it's not so bad, I guess, once you get used to it. But it's not like before. I used to be pretty, you know. Everyone used to come around all the time. People stop wanting to be around you, though, when it starts to happen. When you start to change, I mean.
Yeah, so she sounds pretty decent, doesn't she? And that's quite sad as well. The whole story behind her and these ghouls. I'm not going to say that once again because I don't want to freak her out. Alright, now let's talk to this guy.
What do you want?
Well, what exactly are you doing here in these metro tunnels? We have a couple of options here to say. I could kill a bunch of crazy ghouls in the metro tunnels. I'm not sure what happens if we say that. I did save so we could try to experiment. I feel like this is going to get him angry at us, but let's just say.
So you killed a bunch of feral ghouls. Is that supposed to sound
Feral?
impressive? I got no compassion left for those mindless freaks. But they were a nice deterrent keeping out smooth-skinned bastards like yourself.
Hey, T-Master Sen, how's it going? Yeah, quite the face to be greeted to when you're coming in on the stream. What exactly are you doing here in these metro tunnels,
Biding our time, making plans, getting ready. Tenpenny and his pack of elitist wannabes can't keep us out of that tower forever. We've got rights, and we'll take them if they aren't given to us.
So yeah, this guy immediately sounds a bit more aggressive than the other two we spoke to so far. Could say we might be able to get him in there. It's Tenpenny's Tower, he could do whatever he wants. You're securing these tunnels, so why would you try to get into Tenpenny's Tower anyway? Or it's not really my business, so I asked. I think they'll just end the conversation. And yeah, how are you doing tonight, Team Master Sen, by the way? So I'm trying to think how I want to play this. Like I said, I might reload this whole questline to do the other side later, because it's kind of an interesting dilemma. It's kind of an interesting talking point. Morality question. That kind of thing. Well, I mean, it's technically his tower, so he can do what he wants with who lives there and whatnot.
Not sure where you come from, kid, but out here in the wasteland, everything's up for grabs. And you only get to keep what you can hold on to. Tenpenny didn't build that tower. He found it.
Well, that's a bit of a less sympathetic viewpoint if you're putting it that way.
Now we're gonna take it from him. We tried playing nice, but they shot at us. Fuck them. It's time for them and their bigot ways to die.
Huh. Yeah, that definitely comes across as a bit more aggressive than we think everyone should be able to live in peace in the tower together. You're a zombie, people should shoot you. You're no better than Tenpenny. Good luck with that. I'll have none of it. We might have to reload this a few times to try the different options, because I'm not sure where each one leads. Let's try this one first. You seem no better than Tenpenny. If he had to take it by force and hold it himself, and you're trying to take it by force, essentially you're just doing the same thing.
If I'm no better than Tenpenny, then he should let me into that tower. But he won't, so I'm busting in.
Well, I'm not exactly sure about that logic. We could help him, or we could say we leave. I wonder if we get more conversation choices.
That's the smartest thing you've said since you met me.
If we talk to him
What
a
do you
second
want?
time. Let's see. Yeah, so we have more choices if we talk to him a second time. What's it like being a ghoul?
You better choose your next words really carefully, because you're starting to piss me off.
Well, I don't know why you take such offense to that right away. It's a simple question. I think if you choose certain options, they actually will just attack you on sight. I didn't mean to offend. I'm not prejudiced. Eat people's brains. I don't know about any of these options. I don't really like them. This guy, he kind of has a bit of a chip on his shoulder here.
Sure, whatever you say, you pretentious two-faced asshole.
Yeah, he's definitely full of himself. And honestly, in this conversation, he comes across as more prejudiced than anyone else in this situation. He seems to be projecting his own issues on everyone else around him. So you're the prejudiced asshole, not me. So you're ugly, big deal.
Maybe I misjudged. Pardons. So yeah, people treat us like shit. But it just makes us stronger. Otherwise, we ain't no different than anyone else that had the misfortune to live past infancy.
We talk about Tenpenny for a bit.
What about it?
You seem to be pretty secure in these tunnels, so why try to get into Tenpenny anyway?
Ghouls aren't built for luxury and comfort, is that it? You think ghouls belong scurrying around in that dark dank?
This guy just keeps trying to pick an argument no matter what we say. Nothing we said had to do with what you deserve. It's just the fact of life. You already have a place you live, and you seem to be secure in it. So why try to attack and kill other people to get somewhere else? Yeah, his logic doesn't really make a lot of sense. What he's saying is that he should be able to live in Tenpenny's Tower because force is the only thing that goes in the wasteland. Yet at the same time, they shouldn't be able to use force against him. It doesn't quite follow. But just for the sake of things, let's see what happens if we go along with this. I might be able to get you in there.
I already got a plan. They think I'm a monster? I'll show them the real monsters. We'll unleash our feral brethren on them. All those bigoted sons of bitches will get torn apart. Trouble is getting past the damn subway access door. You see this?
Yeah, so the whole thing about these guys being peaceful
to the subway tunnels. There must be
kind of gets thrown out the window there. Essentially, he just wants to murder them all to live inside the tower. Which, if the other guys are bigoted for not wanting to live with these guys in the first place, what exactly does that make him for wanting to kill them all? Well, let me try talking to Tenpenny. Maybe he wouldn't mind you just living there.
Ha! Those snooty bitches probably can't stand living with each other, let alone with us. But by all means, try talking to Tenpenny if you like. But it won't work. Then we'll do it my way. You get that escape door in the
and your way
basement
involves
open,
killing a
and
bunch
I'll
of people.
unleash those ferals on them.
Is there anything else we could say?
What about it?
Alright, so there's two options we could do if we want to try to get the ghouls inside. We could try to convince the residents, or we could leave the door open and essentially make it easier for him to be able to massacre the residents in the first place. Well, let's try it this way.
You think so, do you? Give it a shot, kid. But you're dreaming. I'll wait to give you a shot, but then we're doing it my way.
Alright, let's go now.
Hurry up. Those bigots got big comeuppance waiting for them. I mean to give it to them soon. Now get.
Okay. I don't know if they say anything different now that I talk to them. We'll check real quick.
Oh, hello there.
Nope, other than that. Alright, now I think there's supposed to be a quick way out of here somewhere. If I could manage to find it. So yeah, when you're first talking to some of the residents of the tower, it's kind of seems like it's a straightforward thing. The residents of the tower are closed-minded for the most part. They don't really like the ghouls. They're afraid of them, so they don't want them living with them. But most of their prejudices seem to be based on fears and that kind of thing, that they're bloodthirsty creatures that want to murder them. And it seems unreasonable because you would say, well, not all the ghouls want to murder everyone. And that's true, not all of them do want to murder everyone. The problem is, when you actually talk to the guy, he kind of absolutely does want to get in there and murder everyone. So that definitely complicates the narrative quite a bit. But like I said, let's just go along with this for now and see where this line takes us. Because maybe there's a peaceful way to solve this situation without resorting to one side being wiped out. Or hell, maybe even both. Oh yeah, the lady in particular. What's her name? Bessie? Yeah, I think it's Bessie. She definitely seems to be the nicest one out of the group. She seems to be, you know, going along with whatever the other two want. Yeah, that's a good point. The ghouls are like, yes, they are prejudiced. They're prejudiced bigots. How dare they not let us into their tower? We want to live with them. Oh, also, we do absolutely want to murder them all. Keep my panties on. How dare you? What do you think's funny about that, asshole?
I'm on duty. Can't talk. Direct your security concerns to Chief Gustavo directly.
So let's talk to Gustavo. If he's here anyway. Actually, I'm not seeing him. Well, regardless, I think we would talk to Tenpenny instead. So let's see. He's probably asleep because it's nighttime. There he is. So Tenpenny.
Hello, hello.
Up and at him, boy.
I can't stop to chat just now. You have a curious look about you. I presume you have something interesting to tell.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to hear this. We can ask about the basement if you wanted to unlock it, but we kind of know where that's gonna go. So you might have heard there's some ghouls who want to live here. What exactly do you think about that?
Why, I do believe you've lost your mind. Ghouls living here? You're serious?
This guy's voice is so silly. Well, what if the residents are okay with the ghoul neighbors?
I don't suppose I'd mind terribly if ghouls were to live here. And it would be a good bit of sport hunting them down if they misbehaved.
Well, I guess that's one of the
pros. I dare say,
pros.
though, you'll have a bit of trouble convincing certain residents to go along with your novel proposition. Tell you what, if you can convince Mr. and Mrs. Wellington, Mr. Ling, Miss Montenegro, and Ms. Lancaster, those ghouls can live here. Have you seen me shoot? I'm quite proficient, if I do say so myself.
Oh yeah, I was watching you from below. Tenpenny's request. A slave obeys. Who remembers that quote? From another famous game around this time. Where's that show up? Oh, there it is. So Tenpenny will allow the ghouls to move in if it convinces certain residents. Actually, I think this is the lady who we pissed off before, and she actually left. So I guess we don't have to deal with her. Actually, there might be a funny way of doing this. And I guess we may as well do it, since we're already just messing around with this. I'm trying to think who was here earlier in the stream that saw it. I think Shadowcat was here, maybe it was Terrell too. But we accidentally had something trigger. That was quite amusing. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. That might be the way you actually solve this mission to begin with in the first place. Just getting them to leave? Yeah. Probably doesn't seem that simple. Whoop. That was dumb of me.
Ah,
Oh,
hello.
hello. I think they live here. Well, here's one of them at least.
Hey there. Is there something I can do for you?
Very suggestive. How would you feel about having a few ghoul neighbors?
I've come too far to share my digs with some droopy ghoul.
I mean, aside from the one ghoul that wants to murder absolutely everyone, they're not that bad.
Well, if you don't mind their stink, then you should go squat with them in their dirty tunnels and leave us civilized people alone.
What if all the other neighbors agree?
There's no way they'd agree to letting ghouls live here. We all came here to get away from things like ghouls and disease and all that ugliness.
So I think there's two ways of doing this. You can convince her.
Ah, hello.
And there's a second way, which we accidentally triggered before. I want to see if we could do that. Oh, someone's an alcoholic. Where's their house? Come on, it must be somewhere around here. No. If I could ever find the actual people I'm trying to look for. Oh, this is the other guy's house. I don't know where they are. Isn't it nighttime? Why aren't they asleep? What time is it in the game? 1:16, is that the time? Should have been asleep by now. Alright, let's see if I can make this happen or not. I have to actually find where the people are. Do they show up on the map? Are they outside? Why would they be outside at this time? I think that's Gustavo out there.
Hey.
Yeah, it's Gustavo sleeping.
You having trouble with those ghouls?
How do you feel about having them as neighbors?
Hell no. Tenpenny won't allow it. And I take my orders from him.
Actually, he didn't seem that against it.
He'd be out of his goddamn mind. But like I said, ultimately I work for him, so whatever he says goes.
Oh, Team Master Sen, have you never played the Fallout games before? Because after Fallout 3, they're actually made by Bethesda, so yeah, they're the ones that also made Morrowind and Oblivion, of course. So it is very similar to them as well. You would think that would be the case, but we'll see if that actually matters, Shadowcat. They don't seem that bad. Again, aside from the massacring.
Look, kid, I don't care what you think about them. Unless Tenpenny says otherwise. They aren't allowed in here. End of story.
Oh, okay.
Quit wasting my time.
Alright,
It's
well.
dark.
Not sure where these dudes are. We have to convince these people. But of course they seem to be MIA. No, that's not the guy. Maybe I'll just go rest for a while and hopefully they spawn in. Is this him?
Welcome
No.
to Tenpenny Tower.
Well, this is one of the other people. We'll talk to him, at least.
I take it this is a social call.
Yeah. What do you think about having the ghouls as neighbors?
You can't be serious. Ghouls
Oh, I am.
aren't human. They live in filth. They eat their own babies. You're out of your
Can they even
right
have babies?
freaking mind.
I'm not even sure if they can, to be perfectly honest. They're civilized for the most part.
Why would you hang out with dirty vermin like that? You enjoy sifting through feces? You know it's only a matter of time before they get hungry and eat you. You're crazy. Ghouls will never live in Tenpenny Tower.
I think with this one we have to do this option, so let's see what happens if we speech check him.
You'll regret this. I've spent years collecting all this fabulous merchandise. I won't stand for this. Where the hell am I supposed to go?
I'm sure you'll find something suitable. Don't worry about it.
The only suitable place is Tenpenny Tower. Everywhere else stinks and caters to low-life scum like you. I'll die out there. I just know it.
Actually, he probably will. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. So, yeah, oh, here they are.
Hi.
Here we go, guys.
You may speak to me. And
Yeah. By the way, I happened to find this love letter here. Take a look.
oh my God, this
You guys will like
can't be
this if you didn't see
real,
this the first
but
time
it's in his
around.
handwriting. Oh my God, he's dead. I'll kill him and her. They're both dead. This isn't happening. This isn't real. You broke your sacred promise.
What are you talking about, dears? Is everything all right?
Let me remind you, till death do us part.
No!
Wow. I think you got him. Whoa, where's she going? Damn, she booked it.
I'm hit.
Oh, I think you got her. And no one gives a shit.
I love that stupid man. Now that he's gone, I'm lost.
I see. Well, as you were. And I guess that's how we solve that problem, for the most part.
Ah, hello.
Hi. Yeah, nothing of interest happened. Just, stay sitting down. Don't worry. Everything's under control. Oh. And don't ask me where she got that gun from, because she totally never had it before. I guess we're just gonna leave this here. Never mind the body. Oh, damn it. Yeah, I'll give him his clothes back, I guess. So yeah, I guess that is what that part of the game is for. So was that everyone? I think that actually solves the problem for the most part. Mr. and Mrs. Wellington. Mr. Ling. Miss Montenegro, I think that was the lady we stole from and she left on her own when we didn't even know what was going on. And Miss Lancaster, I think they're all gone. Yeah, let's see if Tenpenny says anything different.
Can I help you?
And the girl looks like she's just self-exiling herself. So that's her solved. As silly as that may be, they don't arrest her or do anything
You
whatsoever.
have a curious look about you,
Oh, do I have a curious look? So those nasty bigots have all been taken care of, so the ghouls can move in now, right?
Well, if my tenants want ghoul neighbors, they can have them, though the ghouls must pay and follow the rules like everyone else. You're a clever one, aren't you? I'm glad this situation has been resolved. It's a bit crass, but here's a little something for your troubles.
Oh, just a spare 500 caps out of nowhere. Let's see if he says anything else before we move
Your
on.
constant need to chatter is pressing on my optic nerve.
Oh, sorry about that. Alright, well, see you then. Let's not press down his optic nerve. We don't want to do anything bad with that. This poor optic nerve.
Hi.
Oh, hello. Let's just ask a few questions
What?
here.
I don't know. I mean, they're all deformed and scary looking. I bet they're really mean, too.
They seem friendly enough.
Well, you seem like you know what you're talking about. I guess I'd be willing to give it a try. I might not spend much time with them. And if they do anything stupid, I'm sure they'll get kicked out. Fine. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine.
I guess so.
Yeah, I think pretty much the rest of them say the same thing, that they don't really mind them moving in. You don't have to talk to them all, but I guess it's just additional flavor. I wonder what the robot says. What would he say?
Care to wet?
How do you feel about having a few ghoul neighbors?
Don't have any data in my files about that.
No, of course not. Alright then, let's move along. He might just tell Gustavo. He might say something different, because he's kind of more the military dude.
I can smell the stink of ghoul on you. You take care of those ghouls yet?
About that. Oh, well, I guess we have no option to tell him.
It's dark.
You checked out Twitch is just chatting and regretted it? Oh no. What did you see there, Team Masterson? What horrors have you gazed upon? In the just chatting section. I can only imagine what kind of conversations they must be having. It's a nice looking moon, actually. Just random observation. Are you gonna put yourself in a precarious position if you say? Okay, fair enough. I can only imagine. Alright. So we're getting close to the end of this, I think. So I guess I'll ask you guys in chat, how do you feel about the resolution we've established so far for this mission? I'm just curious what your general feel is about how things are going with the living situation as we're attempting to resolve it. And hopefully I'm going the right way, because I'll be honest and say I'm not perfectly familiar with this place. Oh, we still can't steal their bullets though. Now, that is a shame. Pretty intriguing. It definitely seems to be one of the more interesting quest lines. Are they still here? Oh yeah, they're still sleeping. Ah, alright. So, I guess I'll catch Team Masterson up. So what we had done is we went to the tower and we talked to a few people, and with a few exceptions, they pretty much agreed to just let the ghouls move in. it seems like people didn't actually mind all that much in the end. So it seems like, as long as Roy here agrees, we've resolved the situation peacefully. So let's go have a little chat with him.
What's the word at Tenpenny, kid?
So we've talked to everyone, we've taken care of things, and they've agreed that you can move in.
I'll be damned. Really? Good job, kid. I was willing to unleash the ferals and kill all those bigots. Guess I don't have to now. Here's a
Yeah.
little something for your troubles.
I
It'll
came
help
real
you deal
close,
with
didn't
our
it?
feral brethren if you meet any.
So let's go now.
Yeah, best get on your way.
Oh, well, that was a rather dismissive last conversation from him. Yeah, there were 4 people, I think, mainly, that we had to convince, and they pretty much left, and, well, there's also a bit of a shooting. Not involving us, by the way. Just between a little love triangle that had apparently taken place. Let me just have something to drink here. There we are.
Hey.
Let's tell Bessie the good news.
Oh, hello there. Can't thank you enough.
That's good. Let's go
Stay
now.
out of trouble.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't know where the other guy is. But yeah, I guess we'll, why don't we follow them, I guess. We'll see how things go. Of course, if you look at him, he's actually still carrying around his gun. Well, hopefully he isn't
Thanks again.
planning to do anything with that. Reminds me a bit of the Metro games. A lot of Fallout 3 in particular takes place in the various subway systems that exist in the DC area. So that kind of makes a lot of sense, actually. I don't know how slow these guys are. I feel like maybe if we go to the top, they'll just teleport out. Otherwise, we might have to wait for them. I think one of the simplest ways of describing the Bethesda era Fallout games is they're pretty much Elder Scrolls games with shooting set in a modern setting. Or I guess it's more of a apocalyptic setting. I actually find the world of Fallout pretty interesting. Now, there are a lot of people that know the lore a lot better than me, particularly Frog, who sometimes visits in the chat. But essentially, the Fallout world is similar to ours, but it diverges in a few ways. I think I have to wait for them to come out. Mainly, I think the way that it differs from our world is kind of with the advancement of computer technology, it happened a little bit differently. Like, for whatever reason in the Fallout world, they never discovered how to make microprocessors. Oh, by the way, there's a button I can use to cycle through the sky. I'm trying to get a pretty one. Oh, that looks pretty. Anyway. So, for whatever reason, they didn't have microprocessors, so they never really had the same kind of computer technology that we developed. So that's why everything kind of looks like the old school, like 1950s kind of vibe in terms of technology. Maybe these guys just went to the tower. I don't know how it works. I'll just walk there myself, I guess.
Just a moment.
You know, it's funny that you say that, Team Escherson, because that's similar to what I thought the Fallout games were about.
You've been rather busy lately.
What the hell?
Asking questions, investigating. So is that it? You're some kind of investigator? A
Hold on a
detective
second.
for hire?
Finish that thought
some
later.
kind of personal grudge against an innocent android who simply wants to be left alone. Please tell me. I'd really like to know.
Who the hell are you?
Fine. Let's cut to the chase. My name is Victoria Watts. I work for a movement whose goals are directly opposed to your own, apparently. It seems you're trying very hard to locate an android my associates
Well, that
and I
was
tried
random.
very hard to hide. You can see how that puts us at odds.
So what would you have me do?
You really want help? Take this. It's an internal component from the very android you're searching for. Don't ask how I obtained it. Present it to Dr. Zimmer in Rivet City. Tell him the android is dead, and that was on the corpse.
This lady just completely ambushed us.
Do that, and Zimmer
Out
will
of
go
nowhere.
back to the Commonwealth and leave that poor soul alone.
I don't even know how
Do
she was
that,
inside the
and you'll
tower
save
area.
the man's life.
So if I help you, is there some kind of a reward?
Of course. If you help me, and thus the android, God and the universe will smile upon you. Is there any better compensation?
Yeah, it's called money. So what is this movement you're talking
We
about?
call ourselves the Railroad. Our mission is the rescue and salvation of synthetic humanoids. Androids, as they're more commonly known.
What about human slaves? Don't you try to help them too?
Yes, if we are able. But there are others in the wasteland who assist in the plight of human slaves.
Yeah, that's why she just
Our
completely
android
started yelling at
brethren
us and
have only
scolding us, and then she wanted us to help her. Can I join up with you?
Tell you what. You deliver that
Tell you
component
what.
to Zimmer.
You play
and tell
Fallout
him
4,
the android is dead,
and then you can join
and
us.
you can consider yourself a member in good standing.
Anything else I should know?
Just understand that this android is now, for all intents and purposes, a man. He looks human, he acts human, he believes he is human. But even if he's not, even if he's a machine, he's capable of rational thought and emotion. So you see, his soul is as human as yours or mine.
Is this Lieutenant
person,
Data?
and he is a person, deserves a chance at freedom. Please, if there's a shred of decency in you, don't take that away from him.
Okay. So anyway, just to finish what I was going to say to T-Master Sen. So despite me thinking a very similar thing to you as well, T-Master Sen, what actually is a story in Fallout is, yes, there's this divide in the 1950s or so where they didn't develop the microprocessor. At least not right away. Maybe they did later. But it didn't take place during the Cold War either. When the nuclear war took place in the Fallout universe is in 2077, and it wasn't between the U.S. and China. It wasn't between the U.S. and the Soviet Union. It was actually between the U.S. and China. So what happened in Fallout is tensions continued to escalate during the 21st century, which would be, over the next 50 years from now until 2077. And resources trying to begin wearing a bit thin, like there were struggles over water and food, fuel and that kind of thing. And essentially they were wars fought over, I think, countries in Europe and maybe some other places. And eventually the US and China started fighting each other, like the Chinese invaded Alaska, which that actually was something we saw on one of our other streams where we saw a simulation of all that. And then sometime after they invaded Alaska, there was a nuclear war, and pretty much all sides got wiped out during that. Yeah, we did. Well, I mean, technically, we did have nuclear weapons before the microprocessor. When was the microprocessor invented? Let me look this up. I want to get it right. So I feel like that was in like the 50s or so. Or maybe it's the 40s. I'll just use Google. Google's always a reliable... Oh, it's the 1970s. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, we did have nuclear weapons before all that in the first place. And they might have made microprocessors after the fact. Because, yes, they do have advanced things like androids. But that might have gotten made later on. And there are, like, top-secret research facilities inside the Fallout universe. So maybe that technology was never made public. Actually, that's stuff you'd probably want to ask Frog about specifically.
You know what you need to do.
He knows a lot about these games. What? Did she say something? It's not like she mumbled she had mumbled something under her breath, but I didn't hear what it was. Alright, so let's wait in here to see if those ghouls ever show up. Anyway, yeah, that was very random. I don't think she was supposed to be here. That was just kind of a random conversation. And hello, how are you doing there, Audrey? Maybe they're inside already. Let's talk to this guy. Oh, the body is still hanging out there. No one cleaned up.
Don't know how you did it. I'd never allow those zombies room and board. But as long as Tenpenny keeps paying me, I'll stay.
Alright, sounds good.
Don't do anything stupid.
I think I'll take a moment for myself and eat a little something.
Oh, good for you, lady. Let's wait for an hour. Oh, well, there's the girl.
Hi again.
So how's it like living at Tenpenny Tower?
Wonderful. Roy was right. This is the way to live.
That's good.
Be good.
Oh, you too. Alright. Let's see if we can find any of the others.
Hello, friend. Ghoul physiology is fascinating. People are happy and healthy for the most part, and those ghouls make great case studies. Did I mention I'm working on an important dissertation?
Oh, that's good.
Remember, just say no to drugs, unless I prescribe them.
Alright. Thank you for the advice, Doc. That's kind of funny. I didn't know he said
Thanks for
that.
helping those ghouls. They really aren't so bad.
Oh, good. Everyone seems to be getting along
Our
then.
neighbors aren't so bad after all. And they have big appetites, so that's good for the cafe.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point, Shadowcat. There actually is a point where you go back to the vault. I'm not going to spoil how that works out, but no, we haven't gone there yet. And actually, that takes place a lot later in the story. We have to accomplish quite a few things first.
Good to see you.
Well, I mean, it isn't a... Like, it is a post-nuclear war wasteland, but life actually still continues on. Here's this guy.
Hey, kid. I was wrong about you. Good job.
Well, thank you. How are things going?
It's weird, actually. I used to vacation here before the bombs dropped. Used to be a resort for the wealthy and powerful. I never thought I'd be the one fighting to get in here. Guess way back it used to be a plantation. Ironic, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so.
Good luck.
It's like rain on your wedding day. Some good advice that you just didn't take. Alright, let's see if maybe he's living in one of these spare rooms. Oh, nope.
Can I help you?
Hey, how are things going?
Haha. Hey there, bud. Thanks again for helping us get in here.
So how's everything going?
Beats the wasteland and 30 tunnels, that's for damn sure.
That's good. Huh. Alright. Let's go.
Give 'em hell.
Huh. Looks like those guys are still fighting down there. Everything looks good. Yeah, I guess everyone is friends now. All it took was everyone believing in one another.
Hello, hello.
Hey, Tenpenny, how are you?
Hello, hello.
So how things going with you?
Oh, it's impolite for a gentleman to talk about himself, but I'd hope this mag...
Alright, so it just says the same thing. Alright, that's good. Everything has been resolved. Peacefully. Let me get a drink there to celebrate and restore my health. You need a new Bluetooth adapter. Anyone got a recommendation? I wouldn't know. I actually don't use Bluetooth adapters for my computer. I think it has one built in or something. Actually, I don't use a lot of Bluetooth for things. So, we got that mission accomplished. Let's say we go back to our place in Megaton. And, home sweet home after all that.
Morning.
Hey, good morning to you too. Alright, so we did get that other quest from that strange lady who, yelled at us and then wanted us to help her out, which is a very interesting strategy. But hey, it's what people do, I guess. So let's put a few items away. Yeah, I just want to toss some things away real quick. Maybe a bunch of these grenades. Because we have so many of the damn things. Just to free up a little room. And a few of the waters. Oh, actually, I probably need an additional drink there. Let's have a little rest while we're here. Let's get a bunch of sleep to catch up since we've been awake for a long time. You want a headset that has earbuds? And commonly they work on Bluetooth. Headsets are great for sound, but they make me overheat. Oh yeah, that happens to me sometimes when I'm wearing them for a long time. Like I have to have some water to cool me down. She made some assumptions, then reconsidered them, I guess. Yeah, I guess so. She thought we were like the worst person in the world, and I was like, oh, I guess you're not so bad after all. Our hunger levels increased. Now we're sick with minor starvation. Oh, jeez. Alright, let's try to solve that problem. You have any food in the fridge? Yeah, I think we have some food over here. She's sleeping for 24 hours straight. How dare you make fun of me? We needed the extra sleep. Come on. That's a lot of food. There we go. Actually, I want to sleep for a couple of days straight. Just, no particular reason. I'm actually not too sure about this, so it may take some experimenting around. I'm trying to get something to happen. I might want to fast travel too. I'm trying to see if we can get something to kick in. And I probably need to eat again, because our character will be getting hungry each time we do that. This is not how the human body works, game. Do you know what I have to say, though? I really wish that sleeping in real life could be a bit more like this game, where you could just go to sleep so easily just because you hit a button. God, that would make things so much easier. Well, let me see. Let's go see if we travel here. Might have to do a few things. Alright, I'm not sure if this will work or not. Set time for sleep, wake up at precisely the time you wanted. That'd be so nice. It was just that simple.
Just a moment.
Oh, look.
Welcome to Tenpenny Tower.
Some more ghouls have shown up.
I would surely have... We're safe from the wasteland in
Tenpenny
here.
Tower is a wonderful place to live, isn't
So now we actually have a whole bunch of people that have moved in
Security
since
concerns to Chief Gustavo
the other
directly.
ones moved in. Yeah, I am the same way. Sleeping doesn't always come easy. So now that they got the first three in here, there's actually a whole bunch that are coming and joining the others as well.
Hello.
So what do you have to say about this,
Don't
Gustavo?
know how you did it. I'd never allow those zombies room and board. But as long as Tenpenny keeps paying me, I'll stay.
Yep.
Breaks all the time. Does
There's a
he
lot
take
of them.
that as a sign to spend time with me? No. Stupid man. He spends hours
Oh.
retyping everything. He's
What's going
such
on
a
here?
loser.
Glad to see you were able to convince these people to open their minds a little. Those ghouls will liven things up around here for a long time.
Oh. He's a part of the railroad too?
Shh. Not so loud.
Oh, I didn't know this was going to happen.
Whoever brought you in should have told you to be more discreet.
Well, they didn't officially bring me in yet.
A while back. Someone who could give our friend a new set of memories. You know, wipe them clear and replace them. Not sure how that'd be accomplished.
Maybe that was why she was in this tower. She was visiting him.
Send word by the regular channels. Now go before someone overhears us.
All right.
I'm surprised by my fellow tenants. I used to think they were all closed-minded idiots. Turns out they aren't so bad after all.
Great.
Go get them.
All right. Let's see if we can find the main ones. They might still be at the top, right? I think he was here last time. Where is he? Hi, they get along swimmingly. Look, they're even gonna go hunting together. Alright, that's good. Let me step outside and I'll fast travel. So yeah, there are some things that happen, over time if you revisit this place, which are pretty cool.
Evening.
Alright, let's see if we get anything else to happen. Just to see if, we can have any more fun events that take place. Although that, of course, involves another long sleep session. I don't know how many days I have to pass. I guess I'll wait a couple in a row, just to be sure. Yeah, so if he's a part of the railroad, he'll be open about the ghouls as well. Yeah, well, that guy was always pretty friendly, Mr. Dashwood. Yeah, I'm pretty happy about the results. It's pretty cool. Now, I think the amount of time you have to wait is a little bit different. Because, uh-oh, our tummy is rumbling like hell. Let's quickly just throw some stuff in our mouths. There we are. Oh, I'm gonna sleep another 2 days, just in case. Now, I am running a mod which changes a few things. It actually adds a few options to the quest that we did to have done different things. But it is set to play a certain way, and I think the standard way the quest plays out still happens if you happen to wait a few days, which is why I'm waiting here. And it seems like I'm going into a coma. Probably need to get some more water. Maybe more food from the fridge. Or hopefully we get this to happen sooner rather than later. Because of all the eating I have to do. Let's see. Just gotta take out food to eat. Well, I'm not gonna say someone's gonna die, but a certain event does happen, which I'm trying to see if we could get it to happen. I'm no longer well rested. Wow, really? I just slept for like a day, or like 2 or 3 days in a row. So I'm surprised that's the case. All right, come on, game. It is funny how long it takes the sleeping to pass sometimes. You think it would be more instant, but it's not. Alright, hopefully that's enough. I'm just gonna have something more to drink, because now apparently we're advanced dehydrated. Oh, a couple of sips of water. Come on. That should be good. How much water do you need? Actually, people do need a lot of water. It's more beneficial. Most people I heard don't get enough water in life. So let's see if anything's changed. Hopefully it has.
Just a moment.
There is shooting, but hopefully that's not a bad sign. I'm just kidding. Those are the people just practicing their target practice.
Good to see you.
So everything here looks fine. Let's go up one more time. I wonder if I have to talk to someone, actually. It might play out a bit differently. Where'd the guy go? Is he outside? Oh, there he is.
Hello!
What are you shooting out there?
Why, anything I want, dear boy. Anything I want. Wasteland Safari. Very relaxing.
Ah, of course.
Cheerio.
Yeah, anyway. That actually doesn't have anything to do with it. But let's continue. I'll try to find the other dude. We might have to... Oh, there he is.
Can I help you?
Hey there, bud.
How are things going? Huh, okay. Get going. Alright, you don't have to yell at me. Try to find the woman. And the, other... friend. Michael was his name? I think so.
Hello?
Hello, how are you doing? Maybe this way?
Hello, friend.
Oh wait, is that a gnome? It's not one of the hidden ones. He is in plain sight, so it makes sense he didn't count. No one in here. Alright, maybe I should have installed the mod. Oh, here's the dude.
Hey, kid. I was wrong about you. Good job.
Oh, I could buy stuff from him? Well, I guess so. Oversleeping is more dangerous than undersleeping. Wait, really? Is that the case?
Good to see you.
Oh, there she is.
Hello there. Can't thank you enough.
I would find that hard to believe, though. I would think undersleeping would cause more issues over time. Well, I mean, of course, sleeping for 24 hours straight wouldn't be good no matter what. But I would think just normal oversleeping wouldn't cause a lot of problems. Oh, we got a land deed for this place. I'm wondering if I'm not going to be able to get this to play out the way that I wanted it to. Yeah, I think moderation is definitely what's most important in life in general. Let me see here.
Hello?
Let me see if I could do something. I might have to quickly fix something. Let me just look something up first. Just be a second. Actually, hold on a second. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna have to restart the game for this to happen. So, bear with me for one moment. And hopefully the game loads up again when I, resume this. Now, this might fix it, but I'm not exactly sure. If I have to redo it, I might. that it would be on like another stream. I probably should have done this without the plugin beforehand, though. Come on. Does it show the game? No, it's a black screen for now. Let's see if it loads in. Oh. Oh, there we go. Alright. Come on. There it is. Now this might not work the way I want it to. It might be a little bit bugged out. So forgive me if this is a bit janky. I'm gonna wait another day or so. I mean, already kind of it's a bit janky because I don't think it played out the way it's supposed to. Oops. Yeah, maybe that's enough. I'll not do the whole day. Let's quickly take something because I think our guy is super slow. Yeah, how about another water and some food? This guy's starving to death. There we are. Good as new. Yeah, and I agree. Overeating is definitely a more dangerous thing as well. That can lead to a whole host of problems. So let's just see on the off chance if something different has happened or not. Alright, can you guys open up for me?
Moment.
Yeah, if this doesn't work, what I'll do is I'll cut it off here and I'll try to see if I can fix it for next time. Although it's a kind of an anticlimactic ending for the stream. We did all that, we didn't even get the conclusion that I wanted. So our guy's still walking around. Am I gonna be able to find him as easily? Where is he? There he is.
Hey there, bud.
What's going on?
Beats the weight. You better choose your next words really
Whoa, what?
carefully.
What'd I say? Oops. I didn't. I think I picked an option there that I didn't mean to.
Sure, what?
Yeah. Oh wait, hold on a second. We might have to go sleep here actually. Yeah, maybe this is what I was supposed to do. Alright, you know what that means? More sleeping. Oh, not just 1 hour. Sleep a bunch. Now hopefully he's not pissed off at us again once he wakes up because he's going to be all sleepy. Or not sleepy, he's going to be hungry and thirsty. Most likely. Oh, the music's kind of getting weird. I thought the game was going to crash for a second there. Oh, now we're super hungry. I was hoping we'd have a refrigerator in here for food, but I'm not actually seeing any. Oh well. We can get out here now at least. I'm gonna see if we get to happen soon. And if not, you know, whatever. Well, he's doing alright. Where's the dude I'm looking for? There's supposed to be a new scene that plays out, but I'm not sure if I can get it to happen or not. And I really don't want to say what it is without showing it. Where did the dude just go? God damn, they're so quick. Oh, there you are.
Hey there, bud.
Oh, hold on a second. Wait, what happened? It might have already played out. Hold on. Yeah, I think it might have just happened. Alright, Team Master Sen. Have a good night. Oh, shit. I think it jumped ahead. Yeah, it just happened. There's supposed to be a little bit of in-between. Alright, let's go back and talk to the guy one more time. Actually, let me do a quick run through the building. Yep. He's there. I'm looking around to see if we could find some of our old friends that used to be here. But it got a little bit empty. Yeah, I guess we had to go sleep in here for this to work.
Hey.
Let's talk to Roy one more time. I think we've gotten this to play out the way it tends to. Hey, Roy.
Hey there, bud.
You know, Roy, I kind of noticed a distinct lack of non-ghoul tenants in the building.
Let's just say those two-faced smoothskins didn't like the new management, so they all got themselves evicted. Can't say it's a shame.
Evicted?
Let's just say those two-faced smoothskins didn't...
So that's all he says about that.
Give them hell.
So yeah, pretty much everyone has gone missing that was originally in the building. And by everyone, I specifically mean the non-ghoul people are all gone for some reason. Maybe this guy will tell us something.
Hey, kid. I was wrong about you. Good job.
So what happened to the other residents?
Heh. Roy decided to take out the trash. I'm glad I lost my sense of smell. You'll want to stay clear of the basement storage room. Live it up while it lasts.
Well, that doesn't sound too good. Now, I think this part of the game glitches up easily as well, so I'm not sure if this is gonna work, but let's see if I can find the basement. And that is where everyone is. Yeah, they even killed Herbert Daring Dashwood. And that guy was about as nice as they came to the ghouls. So remember that plan that Roy had to massacre absolutely everyone inside the tower and feed them to the ghouls? Well, he kinda wanted to go back to that after all. And so, even if you help out Roy, in the end, he'll still kill off everyone once you leave. I think there's still more we could do. Actually, let me see. Can we find the female?
Yes?
Oh, hello there. Can't thank you enough.
So do you approve of the mass murder? The basement storage room full of corpses?
Oh? Well, they must have done something to deserve that.
Oh, that's a good attitude.
Be good.
No, Shotcat, there's actually other endings you could get. Like you saw in the quest, you had options where you could actually kill the ghoul before they came to the tower. There's also the option where you could open up the tunnels and massacre all the people in the first place. And I also had downloaded a mod, which adds alternate endings you can explore by doing several other things, but unfortunately, that was kind of the thing that glitched up, and that's why I didn't get the scene to play out right away. And I was also going to tell you that, originally, when I kept going upstairs to check on Tenpenny's room, there's supposed to be another scene that took place, but I think that got skipped over because I basically had to disable the mod to get this to happen. And what originally happens is when you come over here and you check up on Roy and Tenpenny up in their room, you find that Tenpenny's laying dead in his bathroom. And Roy makes up some excuse like, oh, he had said something bigoted or racist towards me, so I shot him. But it's for the best anyway. And then once that happens, if you leave and come back after a few days, that's when you find that everyone's been killed off. No, if you try to get the ghouls and the humans to live together, this always happens once you get Roy inside the tower. The dude is just a homicidal maniac. I guess a genocidal maniac even.
Welcome to Tenpenny Tower.
So I think, hold on, we could talk to them one more time here. If I actually find where they're located. Let's talk to Michael first.
Hey, kid, how's it going?
Yeah, spare me the crap. The basement storage room is full of bodies. Did you have anything to do with that?
Can't say I completely agreed with Roy's decision. Then again, they were a bunch of assholes. No one's innocent, kid. You do well to remember that.
Yeah, no one's innocent.
Live it up while it
Most of all, Roy, who's the one that actually killed everyone. He would certainly be the least innocent. So. Oh. There we are. Let's have a little chat. Roy, what's up, buddy?
Hey there, bud.
There's a nice pile of bodies down the storage room. You must be proud of yourself, aren't you?
They had it coming. But I don't have to justify myself to you or any other smooth skin. In fact, you'd best piss off if you don't want to join them.
And for all you've done, that's what he says to you. And yeah. That's how you deal with Roy Phillips personally. So if you go through all the trouble to help the guy, he kills everyone off that you tried to help. And he's an asshole to you regardless. Yeah, a lot of the people that were left were actually nice. In fact, the most bigoted people that were in the tower, well, they left when they heard the ghouls were moving in. So, in a really funny way, the only people that survived Tenpenny Tower were the most bigoted ones in the first place, because they left the place before the ghouls even came here. And that's what happens in the Tenpenny Tower quest. So yeah, normally, if you come here after you bring the ghouls in, this is kind of where you'll find Tenpenny laying dead. And the other residents will still be alive. But once you come back after like 3 or 5 days, then you find out they've all disappeared, and then you discover all of that. It kind of was a bit glitched because I have a mod active which messed around with that. So unfortunately we didn't get the full effect, but yeah, that's what happens. And I think I'm going to end the stream here. And that is also why, you may have noticed when I first started doing this quest, I left the save all the way back here to go back to later on. Which is where we'll pick up, and we'll do things the way I would initially want to do them, knowing all that I know to this quest. And we'll give Roy the true ending he deserves. Yeah, this is one of the most fucked up quests in Fallout 3.
Ah, hello.
It kind of plays along to you want to help everyone out and make a peaceful resolution, but in the end, you get manipulated by a guy who's a vicious murderer. It's pretty screwed up. Anyway, Shadowcat, thanks for sticking with me and seeing this quest through. I want to thank everyone else who stopped by and watched the stream. It went on for a lot longer than I actually intended to, because once I got this quest started, I figured, I may as well show it all off, doing it this way, just for the fun of it. And next time, we'll pick it up again. We'll do things a bit differently, and see how things go. Shadowcat says, I'd off Roy, but that means trading the other two ghouls. Now, it's actually interesting you'll say that, because I'll explain. The mod that I downloaded for this quest, which kind of messed things up toward the end, the reason why I downloaded it was because when you do this quest with the mod, it actually makes it so you could just kill Roy, and you can complete the quest normally without having to kill the other two. Because normally if you play the game, the only way the quest will proceed is if you kill all the ghouls. So I actually downloaded that mod so we could do it the alternate way. Of course I did this the way just to show it off to you guys, what actually happens if you do the quests the full way, following Roy's route, but clearly that got messed up when I got to the part of the quest where I guess the mod wasn't designed for. Anyways, thanks for watching, Shadowcat. Thanks for everyone else who stopped by. I'll see you next time. Till then, have a good night.
Evening. How are you?
Splendid. Simply splendid. Thanks so much for asking.
How are you? I'd be better if I could get my hands on some